I watched those 2 games and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's going to be
I'm about to go level up, I cannot settle for nothing, I never been regular. Always knew I could do better, I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in, now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919, the city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve, I put in the work, now I'm about to level up. Been on my grind since 2013, now the way that I live, I feel like a king. 24 hours, I'm locked in, I'm feeling like Kobe, getting these rings.
They bring 6, Smith underneath, and they get it. Thornton.
Nothing left on my bucket list, but I'm grinding like I'm still in the basement. Ain't nobody who working harder. Money tall like Wembanyama. They be talking for the sidelines while I'm on the court. I've been a baller. I'm about to go level up. I cannot settle for nothing. I never been regular. Always knew I could do better. I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in. Now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919. The city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve. I put in the work. Now I'm about to level up. Always knew my potential. Hop in the Porsche and there ain't no rental. Came a long way from studying dental. Now I got plaques inside of my bedroom. Already know where I've been headed. I took my risk and I don't regret it. They showing me love, I'm showing it back. With every song I've been getting better. I know nothing that's good come free. No 9 to 5, I work all week. Put in my time and it keep paying off. I've been getting paid every time I speak. Used to have dreams of getting these ends. Now I make the money go work for me. Can't stop now cause I got what I wanted. Ain't nothing I need in my life but peace. I'm about to go level up, I cannot settle for nothing, I never been regular, always knew I could do better, I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in, now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919, the city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve, I put in the work, now I'm about to level up, level up.
Salute Raider Nation. Appreciate you all showing up here tonight, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to the mods in the chat. Salute to everybody here on the panel. Blue, Harvey, Adam, and Mike. If you guys want to give a shout out, feel free.
Yes, how you doing? Everybody out there in Raider Nation, it's the #1 Raider stunner. What? Salute Dustin. Salute Adam. Set Town Raider Mike and the lovely Raider Blue. And I'm glad we can talk about this Brian Flores situation, and hopefully Dustin sprinkle some good information for us about him, because I don't know too much about him. Because that's why Dustin is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. I call that the excellence of execution.
Damn, I can't follow
That's a
that.
hell of a brown nose, dude.
Ain't no brown nose. That's the truth.
Hey,
That's the truth. That's the gospel.
Hey, fuck. Sometimes. I mean,
That's the gospel.
I was gonna say, salute out to the chat, man. You know, we all love every one of you.
Sure.
Dustin, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Adam, good seeing you again. Blue's always great seeing you. And
Always
Harvey,
nice to see you.
you crack me up, man. There's nobody that cracks me up like Harvey cracks me up, man. I love Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey just
like my friends Outcast. I got a sense of humor out of this world.
Nice.
and our shared musical love of music.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go. What's up, y'all? To homie RDZ, aka Adam. Salute Dustin, Mike, Blue, and obviously the homie Harvey. And honestly, let's just get down to the whole Brian Flores thing. And obviously, we already know we got 10 head coaching candidates, but truth be told, I think the Brian Flores idea is heading in the right direction. I'm just going to give a few points about his scheme, what I've seen on tape as I've watched his seasons with the Dolphins, and have Dustin kind of back that up a little bit.
I guys give shout outs.
Blue,
you up?
I'm like, what? Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel. Love seeing you guys. Mike, you know you're one of my favorite people. Harvey, it's been a minute. And Dustin, good to see you again. Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
Oh, I gotta
And
say
hello,
happy.
Adam.
Oh yeah, I gotta say happy New Year to you, Blue.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody.
Salute to AJ and salute to STV, man. Appreciate you guys. All right, so basically, we'll just hop right up into it, man. So basically, I've been getting asked a lot about how come Brian Flores is predicted to be the head coach of the Raiders, but he hasn't been summoned for an interview or anything of those factors. And I'm just going to say a few reasons why. And then I'm going to talk about why I think he's going to be the best option for us of any of these candidates, period. And then once I get done, you guys can talk your sense or talk about whatever coaches you guys want. But the reason why I believe that they haven't talked to Brian Flores yet, because his contracts with the Vikings is up tomorrow, the 14th. Usually if you summon coaches from a team to come to your team for head coaches or things, sometimes there's compensation between the teams of summoning a player, a coach by requesting. So I feel like in this case, I feel more of the contract don't have shit to do with it, in my personal opinion. I think people are just trying to come up with the, reasons or excuse. This is why I think Tom Brady been on his fucking team for 11 straight years. He knows who fucking Brian Flores is. He knows how he coaches. He knows the scheme he brings. He knows the fundamentals, everything. He literally grew up with Tom Brady on the Patriots. So it's not like these two don't know each other, don't know scheme. I believe if I was him, I wouldn't even bring him in on a first interview. I'd bring him in the second interviews. If anything, I've said he already knows who that person is. He knows what he's done with Miami. He sees what he does with the Vikings. He literally broadcasts his games, and they're over there. Like I've said in my personal opinion, if you go look it up, Brian Flores has had better fucking results with developing a rookie quarterback than Clint Kubiak has. Period. Clint Kubiak has not developed any rookie quarterback. Brian Flores has developed Tua in his rookie year while playing and still had a fucking successful year. Brian Flores has better success with a rookie quarterback in development than Clint fucking Kubiak does. I've said that there's a lot of holes that I feel that are in the Clint Kubiak deal because too many people are just looking at the Seahawks. I heard a fucking guy tell me today that the reason Clint should be our coach is because he took the Seahawks that were 4 and fucking 12 or 4 and 13 and turned them around in 1 year. I don't know where that bullshit came from. They were 10 and fucking 7 last year. The
Exactly.
last time that team had any losing season was in 2021 when it was a 7 and 8 record. I don't know where some of these people come up with some of the shit when they about the coaches or what they've done. This is what's facts. He was coaching with Shanahan over there with Purdy and them, and that was fucking Kyle developing Purdy. That's just a known damn fact. When he left there because he was being suffocated, he went to the Saints. I said it. I'm not going to argue Clint being a great quarterback or a great offensive coordinator with an experienced quarterback. That's just factual truth. He would have better success with Mac Jones next year than he would have with Fernando Mendoza, period. Period. And we're talking Mac Jones for multiple years because I've said the only question I would ask Clinton every deal if I brought him up into the Raiders building, the one damn question I would ask him is how come when fucking Derek Carr fucking got hurt in the Saints, how come none of your quarterbacks, nobody, not Taysom Hill, not fucking Radler, not any of these dudes, you couldn't do shit with? If you're supposedly going to be developing a quarterback, don't you think when you're in camp, you're going to be not only helping out your starter, but your fucking backup? So when he takes over, he's just as good. I've said literally, man, good OCs don't fall off the minute their starting quarterback fucking goes down. Look at Kyle Shanahan prove it this year. Took multiple injuries after
Tate does back it up.
another after another, and still went out there and beat people's ass. Like you don't just fall off, man. And I've said this. What experience has that fucking guy had ever rebuilding a team, period? Where the hell's he been that's rebuilt offense and defense? He's the head coach. He's the leader. He's going to have to take care of both fucking sides regardless of who's on that shit. So I think Clint's a dangerous hire. I get too many people talking up this guy's 1 year in fucking the Seahawks, but he did not take that team from a 4 and 13 team and turn them into a motherfucking, 4 and 13 or 14 and 3 team. That's just not true. Like that team was good already last year. It was good, even better this year with Sam Darnold. Like I've said, if we're looking at the coaches on the board here that have had success, have turned teams around and bring a disciplined fucking deal, I don't care what Max said when he was in fucking the draft coming out and he went to Miami and didn't get along with the coach. That's just tough shit. That's life. That's just how it's always been on any fucking team. Sometimes I've been on. We don't always agree with the fucking coach, but we still got to play for the team. So if Max don't like it, tough shit. Like he's a fucking player. This dude's the fucking coach. He will turn that team into a top 5, top 10 defense, which is better than we've had in Fox since I could probably even recall. I don't even know, maybe in the 2002 fucking with all them dudes. maybe we were top 5 or 10, but I don't know if we've been top 5 or 10 in my span of the 2000 era period. So I would just sit here and say, like, if Brian Flores comes in here, I can see two ways. Like, in my personal opinion, these are my opinion. I don't think it would happen. One of them, the other one, I'm pretty sure will fucking happen. But I would just sit here and say, like, Spytek said when he was at the podium, whatever coach we hire, he's going to be hiring his own staff. So it means he's going to be bringing his own people. Brian Flores already has the defense locked down. He's going to bring his own people. He can promote Rob Leonard at the line coach to the fucking defensive coordinator because he played with him in Miami.
That'd be sweet.
There, or he can retain Patrick Graham if he doesn't get a head coaching job in Miami, which he's being interviewed right now, and he's been interviewed for the DC for Washington and so on. So if he doesn't get a job with any of them, and Patrick and Flores wants to retain him, most definitely can. Again, he was his defensive coordinator in Miami, so he has connections with Patrick Graham and he has connections with Rob Leonard. So we all know that Brian Flores is going to call his own plays. Odds are they probably let Patrick Graham walk and then promote a guy like Rob Leonard or bring somebody he knows into that position, because he's going to call his own plays.
Well, what about
at
like
the end
Mike
of the day,
McDaniel
it's the OC.
as OC?
It's the OC. All his offensive coordinators they're all older people that are not even in the league right now. A lot of the connections are there with them, but they're just not the coordinators no more. So started thinking about Davis Webb, the guy I keep talking about all the time. And I sit and say, like, how can we put him over here that can put him in a position that would, that can help the team where maybe later on he does become the head coach. Said, if you make him the OC in a Brian Flores system, he's going to probably be like, yeah, I don't think so. He's not experienced enough. He doesn't have, he's not done that yet. And this is going to be my first time back after all this time. He's going to be putting his name on there. It's going to be a big risk. So started thinking about it and go through all the names. And I said, okay, what advisor coach can you put over the top of Davis Webb, and then make sure you have a dude that actually knows this system, knows these people, knows how they all work, and a guy, Kim Dorsey, a good fucking coach. He's a really good coach. And he actually comes from their link tree. He's with the Dabo, which, again, Davis Webb comes from the Brian Dabo link tree because he was with him in New York as the quarterback coach when they were there. So he's already connected to all their systems and everything. So
what coach did you just say again a few minutes ago?
Who was it?
I said, what coach did you just say a few minutes ago?
Brian Dabo and the Giants. Brian Dabo over in the Giants. When he was there, Davis Webb was there as the quarterback coach. He was already on that team. So he knows their system offensively. So if you're going to try to transpire with Flores, you'd want to run a similar deal, which he's ran in New England multiple years, the offense, defense, fucking tandem. So he knows that. And Dorsey knows it too. He comes from the same exact link tree as all of them, as in that dude Kaffa, which is I think I say his name wrong, but he's the head coach of the Giants right now. When they released Brian Dabo, he comes from the same tree as all of them. So
what's Dorsey's first name again?
Ken
John.
Dorsey.
You said Ken Dorsey?
No,
Yeah,
John.
Or John Dorsey. Yes, my bad.
Man, I'm like Ken Dorsey.
He is
you talking about the Miami Hurricanes from the quarterback?
He's the pass game coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys right now.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
He's over there. But we can get him off of that team by just giving him a promotion to a head coach, a senior advisor, offensive coordinator. He can come over here from them, not got to give up nothing for him. We can take him. We just got to give him pay increase. And then he sits over Davis Webb and then help Davis Webb in the run game. He basically has a proven coach, but they'll give Davis Webb the play call. That would be a good deal because if if Webb pans out like everybody thinks he is, they say this is the next type John Gruden type guy. If Flores doesn't work, you have your replacement right there with that kid. But the most realistic option that I think that would happen is there's a guy that's on the Patriots right now. His name is Thomas Brown. He's the freaking tight ends pass game coordinator. That kid right there is actually really damn smart. He comes from the McVay tree. He's been on his team, everything of those. Like he's been with Chicago when Chicago released their offensive coordinator. I think it was Nagy. He took over. He also was in the Panthers when they released their guy. He took over in there. The guy is really good coordinator, and he's an up and coming. People have even interviewed him for a head coaching job. And I think he would make the most sense because if he comes over from New England with Flores, he knows the system, he knows the culture. That's a Tom Brady thing, dude, that they're going to most definitely install. He knows how to develop a quarterback. That's factual truth. That's one of his most strong points. And his second strong point is the fucking run game. His shit is strong as shit in the run game. He's even considered, even if he was to go in there, even with our team and so on, he'd end up being a top candidate, even if he went out there and ran Mac Jones, this year and then had Fernando on the bench. I mean, they still project him as a pretty high offense, even with him being ran at the helm. Just knowing their system, who he is from there, and then transitioning to Fernando, they say would be the best transition from his quarter, him being the offensive coordinator, developing the quarterback. And I think that's what we need, like I think people all want big names. I think people want to hear the flashy names, things of these standards. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've researched every one of these fucking coaches out there outside of Steve Stefanski, Holmgren, and frickin' Harbaugh. None of these dudes can match up to people like Flores and them staff wise. These fucking other guys are going to need the organization to hire some of their staff. And Spytek said he ain't hiring their staff. He said the coach that comes will hire their staff. That's what he said. So I'm not going to sit and say that he wouldn't be there to help, maybe the defensive coordinator position, but he was going to be there and pick all the fucking.
I agree with that.
And why would they want to go through all that hassle if they just hire a coach that already has that shit in line? So I think they're going to be looking. There's 9 coaching opening spots right now. 9 of them. There's going to be a lot of team, high profile guys there. I mean, there's deals like Mike McDaniels, all like the.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about, having him as the OC.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I would see him as an OC for us is if
I do not want that asshole as HC, but as an OC.
No,
only with Saleh. I would see if he came with Saleh and they were going like that. I can most definitely see if he doesn't get a head coaching job. But it's people even like Saleh. Like I feel like you're going to see people like Saleh, McDaniels, freaking Harbaugh, McCarthy, fucking like you're going to see all these dudes get head coaching jobs. And you might
I do not want to see another Denver Donkeys coaching staff. What the last name is Daniels as a head coach.
Oh, come on. You can't use that as a reason.
We've been there, done that.
No,
I mean, I think there's
that
things.
As a reason, Harvey. Come on now.
I think there's things like Jesse Minster, man, would do better on a team like the Steelers or Baltimore versus a team like us. If he goes to a team that's already fucking built and he's just coaching that fucking team to be better, I think he would have a way better successful career than coming to a failing organization that ain't done shit for nobody and this dude's taking a risk. It's like I've said, I see all these dudes that have, like the Shula or things of these factors. Maybe one of them, got a set of balls that want to come here and, try. I'm not going to argue it. But without the coaching staff, you're not going to do shit. And that's just facts. And if people are sitting here saying, like, we are going to draft a quarterback, okay, that means you need somebody to develop them. And most of these guys, they're talking about Jesse Minster and all. Who the fuck is their quarterback guru? Like, they don't have that shit. They may have a coordinator that's on Harbaugh's staff right this second that he's going to pull from him, or he's going to go to college and pull a dude from Michigan if he's over there still from where he's at. Like these guys don't have the connections of these other guys, man. And I think it's very crucial. Thomas Brown and Flores here would be a fucking phenomenal pair. Just instantly, right away, success on both sides of the ball. Not a big dude's only 39 years old. Dude's only 39 years old, and he'll run the shit out of fucking Genty. And ain't that why we got him? Like we want to see someone do something with the player. This guy can most definitely do it. We want to see someone develop Fernando. Why he runs the shit over people with Genty? He can do it. You want to see him develop quarterback, run over people, and fix your tight end? Guess what? He can do it. He can do all those positions: quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, all of them. He's the damn tight end coach, pass coordinator for New England right now. Like he knows what he's doing. And I've just said, like, if you go with a deal like that, you got youth, you got Flores, which is he's a drill sergeant, man. And I feel like that's what we need here, man. You need another Gruden type guy here to run shit. Like I've said, we wouldn't have lost Ruggs. We wouldn't have lost some of these players if we had Gruden still in that pocket versus Bisaccia. There's a difference when you have someone that's your friend versus someone that, hey, I'm going to hold you fucking accountable the whole entire time while you're in this building. And Clint Kubiak gives me those feelings all day long. People tell me all the time, they say, oh, man, this guy's a personality head coach. He's just not a great offensive coordinator, great play caller and so on, but just don't feel like he's that guy. Some people, it's like Ben Johnson. People are like, well, when they said, man, that motherfucker, look at that guy in the locker room, I'd call bullshit on that conversation. That guy's just as wild as the players, but when you look at Clint, you never even see that, nothing. And I'm not going to say just because a guy's quiet or things it's not going to work. But I say this, when a player on your team thinks he's going to fucking backtalk you and tell you what he's going to do on your fucking team, not with Flores, you're fucking not with Flores, that motherfucker run right down there and fucking be liable to drag your ass right off the field. So I've said, I think here, dude, we have players that voices are bigger than the fucking coaches. You can't have that shit. You can be good at your job, man. You can be great at your fucking job, but I run this shit. This is my shit. Like there's a pecking order for a fucking reason. The company pays them, they don't pay him. Like that's just how it is. And I've said it. Like these names are flashy names, man, and they can be good. I would say, like, I would take the Steve Stefanski. I would take frickin' Brian Flores as my number one guy. I just don't see a way that they put Davis Webb in there. I said if they put Webb on his team and do with Dorsey, I can 100% see it happening. But that would be a Tom Brady move on that one. And then I feel like that's going against Flores and his pick. So I feel like the common piece would be Flores picking his guy. And I feel like that I feel like he would be his guy. I feel like Thomas Brown would be Flores' dude. He comes from their system. He knows all their shit. He knows exactly the way that they need to work together offensively, defensively. And I've just said it, man. Quarterback and getting Genty going next year are major keys, dude. Like, you don't give up the 6th pick for Genty, and he did have a great year. But we faltered his first year of hitting 1,000 yards. This dude should have hit 13, 14, 1,500 probably. I mean, look how many times he got hit behind the line only to fucking go forward and still gain positive yards. Dude, you give that guy a real line and he gets to go like Josh did in his year he went off, where when the line said, hike, they went 3 yards forward before Josh ever made contact. Give that to Genty and watch what he does with it. He'll beat the shit out of people straight up. So, I mean, that's what I want to talk about with Flores and them. I've said it. I think Flores is most definitely still their top pick. I've said it. Why does Tom need to interview Flores? He's known him for 11 years on the team, won Super Bowls with them. He was part of the fucking Falcons comeback from 28-3 game. He was the play caller.
28-3. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the play caller in the following Super Bowl. I mean, he knows Brian Flores very well. So There's no need for him to rush out there and get him. Baltimore's the only ones that's went after him because his defense fits Baltimore like a fucking glove. So that's the only thing I'm more worried about is him going over there. And I think that would be a major loss for us. Like, I'm just going to tell you guys, in my opinion, everybody who's going to want a flashy dude and everybody's going to have their deals. This is Tom Brady's shit, dude. If Tom Brady's going to take responsibility of the team, we need to see Tom Brady's people. That's how the fucking football plays. Whoever the big dog is, coach or not, brings their fucking crew. If Tom Brady is hiring his people, they came from his crew, his organization. These are his people. Why would we ask Tom to take responsibility for the team, but get motherfuckers that have no connection to him or anybody else in this motherfucking place? It makes zero fucking sense. I feel if Tom's going to put his fucking neck on the line, just like I would, I'm going to go get my family before I'm going to get some motherfucker I don't know. Like, that's just facts. Like, I know what happens with me and my family when shit hits the fucking wall. I don't know what's happening with this guy. You know, like, it's just straight up, dude. Everybody can come up with an excuse. People can sit here and say, well, Brian Flores, he's suing the league. Who gives a fuck? Al Davis did it on a weekly basis his whole career. Like, it ain't nothing to do. Like, he didn't give a fuck about them suing the fucking NFL. Probably more people should do it, you know? Like, at the end of the day, I feel like if we fucking don't go out and let Tom Brady go out and get that motherfucker, then I think it's a big loss. I think it's a massive fucking loss. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get fucking Jesse Minster, he's gonna get his ass beat by Harbaugh twice a year.
He ain't ready to be a head coach.
I mean, he's gonna get beat down by Harbaugh. Harbaugh built this guy from a fucking egg. He knows every fucking scenario this guy's gonna think in those situations. You want to know why? Because he running his defense on his team for the whole time. So I've said, like, they're the Shula, all these guys, they just don't have the credit. They don't have the credit. They don't have the credibility. They don't have the stature that this fucking guy does. And if we keep sitting here saying, well, I think that guy, that you fucking think, that's what you think. You fucking think he's going to fix that shit. There ain't no factual truth to back up any one of those fucking guys are going to do it. And then more times than not, when you hire young, means you have a fucking veteran staff. You have veteran motherfuckers sitting over top of them saying, like, hey, you're running it, but we're watching you. Who the fuck is there Marvin Lewis over here and their guys? You know, like, we gonna bring all them dudes out of retirement again? Like, I just don't feel like that's where the Raiders need. Raiders need a guy to walk in that bitch and own that fucking room from day one. That's how you make change, man. A motherfucking leader. So if you just don't have that guy, I've said it, like, as much as I may not like AP, the only falter I see in AP and I see in Pete, they're just player fucking coaches, man. Like, I get, like, AP was a little more stern, but he was still a player coach. Pete was just a dick sucker to Gino. Like, I swear that's his fucking kid. I'd DNA test that fucking kid. But at the end of the day, I would just say, like, when you have Flores in there, man, that's not gonna happen. He's gonna be there to help you, talk to you and shit. But we're here to win games, dude. I don't understand why we got so far away from this concept. Like, we pay money to buy their fucking gear. We pay money to go to their fucking games. They get paid fucking millions of fucking dollars to go out there and kick the fuck out of some motherfuckers, and we can't even do that. We'd be lucky if we could even go get a fucking win. Like, we're barely lucky. You know what I mean? Like, where the fuck did the attitude go? I've always said in Oakland, fuck, we might have sucked, man, but we still kicked the shit out of people half the fucking year. I think there was a few times that I was in there that we had fucking, I think only once that we were, I mean, there was twice that were pretty fucking bad, but I don't think, like, this was pretty bad. Like, this was so bad it wasn't even funny. So
I've never seen out of 17 years in Oakland as a season ticket holder, I've never seen nothing even close to this.
Me neither.
And that was 2 and 14 teams as well included.
Me neither. And I've been a Raiders fan since 1988. I have never seen nothing despicable like this.
No. Yeah, I just think, like, and I'll let you guys talk after this, but I just feel, in my personal opinion, if you use the words that we need to rebuild, that we need to fucking find culture, change, stability, fucking structure, fucking, how do you get that from a coach that's never fucking led a team before? It's one difference when you command one fucking side of the ball. That's all you're responsible for. This, you're responsible for every fucking buddy. And I've said,
Hmm.
man, like, I don't think we should be playing fucking games here. Not with the players we have. Why are we gonna fuck up Genty and Brock's career again? Like, why are we gonna do
Oh,
that shit?
Kind of
Why
like we
would we
did
go?
Max's.
Yeah, why
well,
would we go over
yeah.
here and fuck up Porter and them, Hemingway, Pegas, fucking all these Brian Flores will take those fucking kids I just named and make them motherfucking winners straight fucking right away. Fucking they'll be 8 sack fucking season right away, dude. Like Flores will get the best out of fucking Pegas and he'll get the best out of Hemingway and most definitely Max, regardless Max likes him or not
I was
from an
about to say
interview.
yeah, he's gonna
I
be
don't
great no
think I
matter
think
what
people
team.
are taking that whole thing out of context, dude. Like I would love to hear Max's take. Like I heard him in his podcast about, yeah, hey, how he was. He was like, hey, I don't want to go there, but hey, let's see now about who he is, what he coaches. Like, I bet you Max would be like, yeah, that dude, hey, you got to work when you're with him. And if Max says no, then there's a big problem that now you got a guy that'll hold you accountable and we're saying no now. Like that's crazy as fuck, like I've said, like, I'm gonna just keep saying it. Spytek never said he was not trading Max. He could have easily said Max not for trade. That easy. End the conversation. Move on. Never said a fucking word about it. So there's obviously the possibility of who they hire. You don't like it? Well, fuck it. We'll just get the picks, move on, dude. Like this is a whole different deal. And I feel like when people are sitting here saying, like, well, why are they waiting so long? Because they got all the hey, listen, there's still dudes in the playoffs. There's still coaches they want to fucking talk to. There's no rule that says they need to hire a guy before the end of the Super Bowl. That's the league year. The season is going to the Super Bowl. So if they have to be a week after the Super Bowl to be able to interview dudes and talk to them personally, then great. As long as we still have 15 great coaches out there, I don't really give a fuck. But if a coach starts going boom, 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 well, hell, we better hop and do that same shit. Like I ain't trying to be last on the train of 9 people. Like
Again.
I ain't doing that shit. But like I've said, I think if we miss on Flores, that's a big fuck up on Tom and this organization for stability. I mean, if somebody can prove me wrong by
Stability.
someone's what they physically have done in their career, from coaching a quarterback, leading a fucking team, taking a fucking rebuild team that's had nothing but losing seasons before, changing it around in 2-3 years, I'm all open ears. You know what I mean? And I think every coach is due from a young kid to have a good deal. But those coaches exist on fucking teams like the Niners, the Rams, the Seahawks, a good fucking team. Like not on the fucking Raiders. Like if the Raiders were a built up team and we
Right.
had both sides, at some fucking capacity, then I would say, hell, go with it. But now your team's at its most depleted it's ever been in the time I've watched this fucking thing in all categories, not just one. So I think, like I've said, there ain't no other time you're gonna get to rebuild from the ground up, and this is the time. All you've done for years after years is put band-aids, 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 band-aids. All you've done, all the team's done is break, 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 blew the fuck out. So basically where it's at. Tell me one time that you guys seen Max Crosby yell at players 2-3 times through the season. Anytime he's been on this team, at any point, I've never seen him. I've
I've
watched
never
him
seen it
Neither.
happen.
snap down.
That's Max Crosby yelling at his own players.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
not
does
like
it. He does it.
he not like he did
I've
with
never.
Devin White and them, dude. I've never seen
The
Max
back
in my
and
I,
life
forth.
fucking call out a
Yeah.
player on the TV
I've
like
never
he
seen
did,
it done
I,
literally
like
on
that.
and off the
Yeah.
field. Never seen it.
he
Never
normally
seen
doesn't have to like totally get in your face. Maybe he, was like being. I'm just going to tell him a couple times. Okay, this is the third time. I'm really going to tell him this time. I can see
Yeah,
Max doing that.
he got into Landon Roberts and Devin
Yeah,
White on the
and Devin
sideline,
White.
fucking
Yeah,
right in him. He got in Devin White's face twice on
yeah,
TV.
yeah, in
Twice.
consecutive weeks. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen Max do that. What you're doing on the sideline, yelling at a dude here and there, I'm not arguing that point, but physically
yeah.
fucking right up on that motherfucker,
Yeah.
telling him straight like him, like you
And
most
then he
certainly
was
no.
yelling at
Uh,
Devin
uh,
White. I
You
think
know,
he
you,
was telling
you,
him that I'm the only one on the field that's doing
uh,
something on defense. You ain't doing nothing.
he wasn't. He was multiple times out of position and
Right.
not covering the edge, which was his job at that time, and he
Right.
wasn't doing. And so Max probably warned him the first time maybe the second time. This the third time, he says, "No, I seem to have to, get to a new level to get my point across. Get the fuck in position and do
And
your
then
goddamn job."
one of the coaches tried to come between them and break up the argument.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
It's just, I mean, shit, man. There's fights on the sideline all the
Yeah.
time, man. I mean, this shit. I mean, these are a bunch of fucking alpha males with a lot on the line. Their careers, their money,
Yeah.
their, everything, is on the line. And shit, tell me the tempers ain't gonna flare.
I was about to say it's more like bickering than actual fights, though.
I mean, they were talking about just the other week with the playoff games with the what's his name who got into a fight, a coach and a
Oh,
player, AJ Brown, and
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. I seen
it's
that. I
like
saw
fuck, it
that.
ain't shit, man. It's like getting your point across, man. You just dropped two balls in a row, man.
Yeah, he
Hmm.
ran all the way
One
down
more
there.
you're out, man. That's three strikes, you're out. You
He
got
ran
you
down
let
there
her know, man.
supposedly to tell
And
him
he
to
didn't drop the
stop.
ball after that, did he?
I don't think
Nope.
he went back in the game after
No,
that.
Yeah,
I
he
don't think
did.
he did neither.
He went back in.
Oh, he
I
did?
think the game
Okay.
was almost over at that point when that deal went down. He just kicked the punt. He said I ran down there to tell him get off the field because we were punting the ball. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
right. That's exactly. You can read his lips. It's like, get off the
yeah.
fucking
And then
field.
he fucking said like fucking. He started going back and forth at him, and then AJ Brown pulled his helmet off up on the backside of the bench, started yelling at him, and then they just pulled them apart, went the other way.
Say, Sack Time Raider Mike, I really like those gloves that you was wearing the other day, man. I like those. I
Right
like your
here,
style, man. Real fresh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
and they got the little grippies on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Not like the football players, but they just got little grippy things. They're like probably
Nice.
they remind me of my wife's gardening gloves.
Oh, yeah.
They're soft,
Great
but it's
comparison.
really cool because I can put the glove on and take my thumb out of it. So I was thinking about
So you can
cutting
use
the
your
thumb
phone.
off for like texting and lighting my lighter, but I could just go like this and still wear it and just tuck the thumb down. I still got my glove on. I got my thumb.
Oh, look at you. Very fancy.
No, I'm not taking that out. Why? Let's just leave it on. What? Yeah, we're talking layers. We're talking layers. Can you go out? Open the door. Close my door now.
Does she
So
want to talk
Dustin, what do you
Raiders?
think of sometime tonight we add Blue and Harvey
Oh,
to,
Harvey.
to their guesses on or predictions on what's going to happen this weekend?
Hell yeah.
All right, let me break out the notepad here.
There's
I'm 6-0.
somebody said in the chat, and salute to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody.
Harvey, did you hear me?
He said
What's that?
the Raiders
I'm
players
6-0 in
don't like
predictions
Flores,
right
and
now in the
Flores was fired
playoffs.
from his last
Okay,
gig.
Undertaker.
Listen, I'm gonna just say it like this:
What?
the fucking NFL
I
is
said, okay, Undertaker with the undefeated streak.
I can't hear either one of the three of you.
Sorry about that.
What'd you say?
It was the three of you were talking at the same time, so I don't know what any of
What were
you
you guys
said.
saying?
I don't know.
Well, Adam was telling me that he was 6-0, and I was congratulating him. I said, okay, Undertaker with your undefeated streak. All right.
Hell yeah.
So you know it's craft. Okay.
Adam's 5-6.
What?
So you 5-6.
Didn't you predict? Let's see, what was the one? Or maybe shit. Did I write the name down wrong? Oh shit!
I
I'm looking
went
at the wrong.
undefeated in
I'm
the
looking at the
wild
wrong page. My bad. My bad. It was Aussie. It was Aussie that was 5-6. My bad. Adam's on this one though. Adam's on the one for this week. My bad. I'm sorry, Adam.
It's all good.
Okay,
No,
so
I
do you
think
want to go? Do you want to do it, Blue? Do you want to do it, Harvey?
I why not? I never
I mean,
did
Okay.
this before.
I was about to
I'll give
say,
you the teams and who's at home and what
Okay.
rate they were coming into the playoffs. Okay,
Okay.
first game is Saturday. It's on CBS. It's at 1:30 Pacific time. If anybody needs to know the times of the games, will be coming at rate six is the Bills at the Broncos, ranked number one.
The Bills,
Okay.
hands down.
I took the Bills too.
Hey, you already know what that answer was gonna be.
Yep. Adam. Yep. Adam's the only one. So Blue. Bills or the
I
Broncos.
know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think.
Okay, go
Cause
ahead.
like, okay, so no. Well, I'm debating on whether or not I want to think out. Hey, shut up! Don't make me come over there. No, because I was thinking like, well, like, so the Bill. Okay, so the Bills' defense is actually ranked number one against passing yards, whereas Denver's passing yards offense is ranked 11th. And but the Bills' rushing yards, they're like 28th against rushing yards, where Denver's offense is ranked 16th. And I don't know, man. The way the two match up, it's going to be such a fucking an interesting matchup. I hope the Bills win, but and even in total yardage, the Bills are like third for the offense.
Listen to Blue with the stats.
I like
Come on,
this.
man. You know I'm a stat. You know
I know
me.
you're a stat
I'm a
person.
science girl. I'm a science girl.
Yeah, I
I don't
know.
give a shit what
Getting
anyone
ready,
says.
getting ready to go for a PhD. No
I
shit.
know. Thank you. I know. I know. I
With the
start
Memphis
next week.
Tigers.
I go based off scheme and coaching.
Well, good for you. Um,
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
different ways to skin a cat.
yeah. I mean, cause I mean, I get that. Like, it's an overall picture, right? You know what I mean? Stats don't tell the whole story, but neither does just coaching and the play design. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. I mean, shit, the fucking wind could blow the wrong way and everybody misses their fucking field goals. I mean, shit happens. But
That's true.
yeah, that's why I'm like, but I'm a numbers girl, so that's why stats speak to my soul. Um, but yeah, I know for better or worse. But you know what though? Fuck it, I'm going Bills too.
You're going Bills, okay?
Yeah, but
That
it's
whole
tough
speech, I
though
thought for
because
sure you were going to say Denver.
I
Oh,
almost
hell
did because
no.
Denver's
No.
Listen,
No.
Harvey, I am not saying this is what I want to happen. It's
Hey, I
more like
didn't
what
say
do the
that.
numbers say to me? You know what
Hey,
I
I
I
mean?
picked
didn't
the
say that.
I
You
picked the
said that.
Broncos. I
I never
mean, the
said that.
Broncos
Yeah,
defense.
that's why
The
I'm.
Broncos defense is good as
That's
shit.
what I was
So, I
gonna
mean,
say.
they
Exactly,
Yeah.
and
but the Bills'
they
offense
Josh
is,
Allen
All
fails when it comes against teams like that, man. Like
but the
he
Bills'
fails
So,
against
offense is
teams like
pretty
that. I've always said he's the guy
incredible.
that he could. What do they say? He almost did.
Yeah,
Like that's
that,
how
he
that,
he
that
is.
also
was
ran.
that was my hardest pick of the weekend too, and the only reason I picked it went with Denver because it's at home, so they have the altitude and shit. I mean, I know the weather's pretty much the same,
I
but
mean, where I
they,
would
they they
favor
do
the
have the
Bills.
altitude. So I mean, and the home field advantage. So that's what swayed me. But yeah,
Well,
each
I'm
one of
just.
us we
Oh,
picked
sorry.
three of us picked the Bills and three of us picked Denver on that one.
Well, the thing is like okay, so like for the Bills, it's their like their passing. Okay, the way their passing yards match up against Denver's defense is interesting. So if they can stick to the passing yard. Oh my God! If they can stick to the passing game, if Allen can stay on his feet and because he got knocked down pretty good in that first game against uh whoever the fuck, the Chokers, right? Yeah. No, that was the Patriots. Who did they just play? The Bills and the.
Jackson.
Jacksonville.
Thank you. Fuck.
Jacksonville.
Yes, thank you. Allen got his shit rocked a few times. That's why I'm like,
And he's
you
going
know,
against the best rushing team in the league, most sacks in the league. So
yeah. So I'm, but my point is like, I mean, hopefully he's back to like a hundo by by Saturday. But I'm like,
I feel like I favor the Bills only due to the fact that they played last week and the Broncos didn't. I've always said bye weeks are sometimes the hardest
sometimes they go
way coming back.
stagnant. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bills are coming right off the working last week, so I would say that's where I would favor the Bills. It was just having more continuity together in the last week going in the playoffs. Plus, I don't know, did they bench people in the week 17? Like, is this 2 weeks of not having it? So, but I still think the Broncos defense is good as shit. So I think Bo hasn't done really damn that good at quarterback all year long.
Yeah, that's
I think
yeah,
it's the defense. That defense shuts them
Yeah.
down, and they somehow find a way to score every time. Like, it's just
Yep.
what it is.
No, I don't disagree with you at all. I don't disagree with you.
okay.
Yeah, I seriously hope the Bills win, but yeah, that Denver defense is gonna be.
I'd rather watch Denver get to the Super Bowl and lose, fucking, if anything. So shit, I'm all
Get
right
their
with them
shit kicked
going.
in.
Okay.
There
So
there is that. There is that.
we done with that game,
I still want the
everybody?
Bills to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same here.
All right. Well, you got to pick the team you wanted to win. I had to go opposite. Okay, so the second game, which is at 5 o'clock p.m. Uh,
San
on Pacific
Francisco,
time
Seattle.
on Channel Fox, is Seattle for San Francisco at Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah. Seattle.
I took Seattle too.
I took the Niners. I'm a fucking.
Why?
I'm
Because,
I
like,
hurt.
gotta hear the
listen, I'm a
reasoning.
dark horse.
Justin, I'm hurt.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a dark horse. See, everybody went against the Rams on the on
Oh.
the
Okay.
on the Panthers game, but I
Oh,
said,
I
nah,
didn't.
man. I said I'm taking the Panthers because I believe that the way they've played all year, they come back on teams like them, and they damn near
And they
did.
almost did.
I think the Niners are that team. I think they're the same team, playing the same division, face these guys all the fucking time. They know who they are. Sam Darnold loses in big game moments. It's just factual truth, even on a good team. So I mean, this is a damn big moment right here. So, and I'm not gonna lie, Kyle Shanahan always finds a way for somehow to fucking find a way to win these games. And I've said, man,
You said Kyle Shanahan
Seattle should win
find
this
some
game.
kind
I'm
of
not
way to
arguing
win
it.
games.
I'm not arguing Seattle should win this game. They should beat them in most people's eyes, probably pretty good.
Well,
just
we
Well, Kyle
lived in should
Shanahan been
land.
finding a way to win the damn Super Bowl when they lost against the Patriots when he was when he worked with the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, when he plays in Super Bowls, that's a different story. But when he plays in
Yeah.
playoffs, he wins.
I just want to see a Bills and Patriots AFC Championship game.
There you go. And that can't happen if Denver wins and gets their ass kicked in the fucking Super Bowl, Dustin. Just saying.
I want to see the Patriots, Bears in the Super Bowl. Is the
Me too.
game I want to see.
I got Patriots and Bears.
Yeah, that's who I have in my bracket. Is Patriot.
Do you know how long it's been since the Patriots and the Bears went against each other in the Super Bowl?
That is a true fact.
1985. New Orleans, Super Bowl 20.
The greatest Bears team to ever win a Super Bowl. Like the 19.
Yeah, that was pure defense that won them that game. Too.
Yeah, but it was one thing that really made me mad in that Super Bowl. Walter Payton worked so hard to get to that Super Bowl, and they didn't even give him the ball at the goal line. They gave it to William Refrigerator Perry. Mike Dicker said that was the worstest mistake he ever did as an NFL head coach. Because Walter Payton's wife said Walter Payton was so depressed after that Super Bowl, he didn't want to give no interviews or anything, man.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. That was dirty of Chicago, man. That was dirty. It's dirty.
Little.
Okay, so you two said Seattle. The rest of us went. Dustin went San Francisco. Aussie went San Francisco. I went Seattle, and Adam went Seattle. So And a little interesting side note that all the teams that made the divisional rounds were ranked 6-1 or 5-2 in their respective conferences. I thought that was kind of odd.
Oh.
Okay.
The six, yeah.
Well, the
Anyway,
last time they
stupid.
met up, Seattle beat them. That was a low-ass scoring game. It was 13-3.
Yeah.
That was an interesting side note.
That was at the end
But
of the season, wasn't it? Though.
Yeah, January 3rd.
Yeah.
I'm just
okay,
like, that was a really low-scoring game. So interesting.
Yeah, because what week was that? I think that was 16-17, right?
It was like
Week
17. It
week
was
Yeah,
17.
17.
they
Yeah.
sat players in that game. They didn't even play their people in there because they
Stars.
already had Seattle
Yeah.
already had the number 1 seed.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't need to.
Yeah. What was the score when they played each other before that?
Before
Because they play each other.
13-3?
No, they play each other twice a year.
Well,
In
no, I
week
know,
one,
but
the
other
Niners
time
won
before that,
17-13.
still low scoring. Oh, well, not as low, but still.
I'm just saying, man, I don't know what it is about Kyle in playoffs, but Kyle finds a way. He sucks in the Super Bowl. If he's in the Super Bowl, I'm betting the other team. Straight up.
What is the over-under?
oh shit.
Looking.
Okay, so
Fuck's sake.
the third game, Sunday, 12 noon Pacific time on ESPN. Excuse me. Be Texas at New England.
I got the Houston Texans.
Houston for Harvey.
Yeah, RV. I took the Patriots.
What? A Raiders fan taking the Patriots?
I would take the
Okay.
Patriots too.
I took the
Patriots.
Patriots for
Okay.
damn sure.
Okay.
Because the,
I mean, we're
the
talking
Patriots
Drake May
defense-
versus
Alright.
Stroud. I
Alright.
mean, come
be-
on.
because the
Uh-huh.
Patriots defense is stronger than the Houston offense.
I guess y'all forgetting about what the Patriots did to the Raiders with the tuck rule game, huh?
Listen,
So-
man, when it
Yeah,
comes to
I'm not
betting,
here.
you bet with the heart, man. You don't bet with the heart. You bet
I
with the heart,
don't.
you get your shit
I also
kicked in.
don't go back on 20 some odd fucking years to when I'm taking on a game today like that.
Right?
Uh,
Look, I don't
Absolutely.
care if it's
That'd
only
absolutely
bragging
be
rights on
crazy.
the line. If it's only bragging rights on the line, I don't give a shit. I never bet with the heart, period.
Blue, did you say so? Did you say New England or have you
I
said
sure
yet?
did. I sure did.
Okay. I just want to make sure I write it down right. So
I'm just-
on that one, obviously Blue took New England, Harvey took Texas. Uh, shit. Where's
Yeah, Texas.
Dustin took New England. Aussie took New England. I took Texas, and Adam took New England.
I mean,
What would
people
you
see
Hey,
Texas.
why you keep saying Texas? It's Texans.
They say though.
'Cause
There's a
the
lot
same
of
way I
analysts.
still say San Diego Chargers. I had no idea. So yeah, I'm a little
Oh,
rich.
Same shit.
There's a lot of
Tomato,
analysts
tomato.
that think they'll make the
All right.
Super
Well,
Bowl.
old
Yeah,
habits
see?
are hard to
The
break.
Raider report. The
My
Raider
bad,
report
my
agrees
bad.
with us. The
That's
Raider
okay.
report agrees with us. He says Patriots as well.
That was a good point, Harvey. I don't know why I say Texas.
Yeah, of course it was a good point because during the Monday night football game, right? Rudy's father is a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, I don't call them the Pittsburgh Steelers. I call them the Pittsburgh Shitlers. He's a Pittsburgh
I call
Steelers
it
fan.
Schittsburg.
Yeah. And I was telling, I say, Rudy, tell your father I say hello. And as soon as he walked out the door, he come say, tell Harvey to root for the Steelers. I'm like, what? That ain't never gonna happen. You telling the Raiders fan to root for the Steelers? Oh hell no. I said, tell your father, like Michael Corleone said on The Godfather, don't insult my intelligence because it makes me very angry. Root for the Steelers. Get out of
If
here.
if, if
I
I
love
if I
being
all of a sudden
underestimated. Are you kidding? That
if I all of a
like,
sudden
man. What?
if I all of a sudden disappear from the screen,
Oh.
Jack Canada just sent me a text.
He's been
So
texting
that
me like crazy.
so he hadn't called you yet. Okay, as long as he
He
doesn't
didn't
fucking
call me,
call
but
me.
he's been like blowing up my phone.
If he calls me, I'll get kicked off the stage. So I'll just rejoin. But just let you know if I disappear, because yeah.
That's
Well, I
fine.
didn't know. I didn't know.
That's why you
For
don't
2 years,
answer.
he's been saying that. I didn't know.
Don't you know how to hit decline?
It just
Like
pops
when the
up on my screen. I'm on a phone.
No, that's why I'm saying when you're on the thing. I know you're on a phone, but like when this call comes up, all you have to do is hit decline, and it should keep you on here.
As soon as it pops up, I'm off.
Oh, well, you can still hit decline.
Well, I do, but then
Oh,
I have to get back on the show again.
got it. Oh, that's right. Cause yeah, I remember. But anyway, yeah, Ken has been blowing me up too.
Maybe 50 is a charm on telling him not to call me without texting me first.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Stroud can most definitely make his career interesting right off the get go for sure in this game. I mean,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He
so
already has
Yeah,
is
three
well,
Drake.
playoff
he's
wins.
he's got
They came
he's
out of
got
the same draft, if I recall, right? Didn't they come out? Didn't they come out of the same draft?
Who? Stroud and who?
Or was he a year later?
Raider report said he'll join up. No. He said no.
yeah. If Stroud doesn't pull his Geno Smith
Oh, he's saying
impersonation,
no. It was different drafts.
If he goes through, yeah, he was out the year after. He came out the year after. Uh,
Hey, Rudy.
I think that
Hi.
was Caleb and them.
Rudy's in the chat.
Yeah, he just popped in right now. He said, "Salute, Dustin."
If
Lou,
Drake goes
Mikey,
over there and
Mike.
kicks the
What's up,
shit out of
Rudy?
that defense, man, that's gonna be some crazy shit. I'll tell you that right now.
Are you talking about? Oh, Stroud and May. Because I only heard Stroud. I didn't know who else you were talking about.
No, they came out different years. They're
Yeah,
in two
no, that's what
different
he said in the thing.
23 and 24.
Anthony Richardson, I think, also came out that draft.
Yeah, this is Drake's second year already pushing playoffs, with a damn good chance to go on to the Super Bowl for sure. But I mean, like I said, there's you have rookie fallings, dude, and second year. I mean, most of the time they always say second year players usually sometimes their worst year, and this fool's fucking got a pretty damn good led team. The only thing I give the Texans is they have a good defense, but this is the thing I would say. Don't confuse the Texans game with the Steelers like that was a fucking Patriot Texans game, because that's not how that shit's gonna go. The Steelers shouldn't even been in there to begin with. Aaron Rodgers been all over the fucking place all year long. That's not even a game to fucking compare shit to. Like, the Patriots were meant to be there. They deserved to be there. They fought their ass to be there, and one of the best damn teams. So that's going to be a whole different ball game right there. And I said Stroud, man, he's so hit and miss all year long. Fucking guy's so hit and miss.
The Houston defense is pretty equally matched to the Patriot offense, but the Houston offense is not as good as the Patriot defense. The Patriots
That's
defense
facts.
is strong enough to stop the Houston offense.
Yeah, that's facts. I still wonder if they're gonna fire Matt LaFleur, man. Like, they said that they were gonna.
And then and that was not Mike LaFleur from the Rams too, because they're saying that he might be a coach prospect, head coach prospect.
Yeah,
And
that'd
he
be
comes
like,
from Sean McVay coaching tree as well.
yeah, that'd be a joke. That guy was literally just with the Jets and with Sala up there, dude, with them,
Michael
and they
Virt, you're
didn't
talking
do
about?
jack shit.
Michael
I
Virt?
ain't bringing that guy here to run our team.
Yeah.
We'd be laughing stock.
That division is that division god awful Ravens were.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, I think if Lamar wasn't injured all day or most of the year, I think it would have been a clear cut Ravens fucking going to the playoffs and dominating that deal.
Yeah.
But I think even when Lamar came back, they still went on one bunch, but they still were inconsistent in that deal too. So
was sack time Raider
The
might
Raider report. Yeah,
finish
no
with
shit, we are.
so was
Couldn't
sack
get any
time
worse.
Raider might finish with all the games?
Say what?
I'm sorry, say that again, Harvey.
I said, will you finish with all the games?
Yeah, that was all of them.
yeah, that was it.
Okay. All right then, y'all. I'm finna get ready to hop off.
Hey man,
All right,
Good
Harvey,
night,
you have a good
Harvey.
night.
Good to see
All right,
you.
you too. All right, good to see you too, Raider Blue. Take it easy.
You too.
Good
Night
night.
night. Where'd he go? Oh, he's saying he'll join up.
Who?
Dustin, did you catch that? The
What
Raider
happened?
report.
Rudy?
He said I'll join up. No, the Raider report. Not Rudy. He's got a Rudy's got like like laryngitis or something. His voice is messed up.
Rudy
No, but
can't
the
come on
Raider
here.
report.
Who? Mitch?
No,
No,
not Raiders
fuck
report. I
no.
know
You think he
Mitch.
coming on here? There, I wouldn't even let that fucking guy on my show. He already steals my
I was
shit.
gonna say that's the only Raider report I know. Who's the other Raider report?
It says
And
the Raider,
it's
the underscore
William.
Raider underscore
William. It's
report.
William.
Oh, William. Okay.
Yeah, see,
I know nobody's names on the show are the same as the names they use. It's very confusing here.
God damn it. Now I gotta drive all the way to the end of that fucking driveway.
Huh?
Fuck.
What's up?
And well, when I pulled in the driveway today, I forgot to put the fucking garbage out.
No.
And my driveway's
I know,
like fucking
actually,
half
our
a
treasure-
mile to the fucking road, so
Oh wow.
God damn it. Oh well. I'll go.
You got you like a little quad or something?
Fuck no, I got my pickup fucking truck.
Oh, there you go.
Fucking-
Throw it in the back of the pickup. There you go.
No, it's already out there, but it didn't take it off the fence and put it by the fucking road.
Mm.
It's out by the fence, so
And that's why he's like, God dang it! Now I have to drive all the way.
yeah,
over there."
usually when I pull in, I usually pull it out, but I don't know why. I don't know. I just bullshit. Yeah, Mitchell Rands ain't coming on my shit. That's facts.
No, I thought there was some kind of just non-cordialness there, but that's why I was kind of surprised.
I was about to say I'm friends with
He's
him.
in my Discord and stuff. I mean, I don't have an issue with him. I just don't fucking like some of that shit. I'm not gonna do it. Like I don't care if people don't like me, but I'm real as fuck, so I can care less. I ain't fake, dude. People may not like me because of fucking what I know or who I don't know. Maybe they don't believe. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not here for people's feelings or opinions. You know, some like in the conversation earlier about somebody said, "Oh, Flores, the Raiders don't like him. He got fired." You know, listen, it's not a fucking feelings game. You know, we're not here for a fucking feelings game. We're here for whatever we fucking takes to win game. You know, like I can care less what the fucking fans say. The fans are wrong all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
You know, if we listen to the fucking fans and some of these trash ass YouTubers, they all voted for fucking Pete and they all voted for fucking Gino. And guess what? They didn't just
No, they
vote for
didn't.
those motherfuckers.
didn't.
They voted for AP. They voted for
I
fucking
didn't do that one
Gardner
either.
Minshew. They fucking went down the whole line. You know, like the whole line. What I went against every single one of them. You know, like
Same.
I'm not going to sit here and say that I know better and other people don't. The difference is you know when you play and you see people that lead, you fucking know. I said literally Pete was in retirement for a year and we just pulled him out of the fucking bush. You know, like that's crazy as fuck.
What up,
You know, and then
Rosetown?
we're asking for the result. It's nobody's
Yeah.
wrong for picking them. You know, like there's nothing. Nobody's wrong for it. The thing I have an issue for is this is where I have an issue. See, I don't never judge none of you guys. You pick whoever you want. I've never sat here and criticized one person on the show. I debate. I fucking put out my take. I'm strong view, or I have a strong view on how I feel, and I do my fucking homework. But I've never attacked somebody in their deal. I've never fucking told them like, "Oh, fuck it out of here. We ain't gonna talk." I'm treat everybody the same way.
Yeah.
But the thing I say is like there are people that come watch my shit, then they go over on their shows, and then they fucking talk about it. Then they fucking go on for a fucking week at a time talking about, oh, this fucking guy, he thinks this and that, and then they're fucking wrong. And you know what they do? They don't sit and say, oh, you know what, we were wrong, man. He was right on that fucking one. They say, oh, you know, fucking Gino and them suck. Let's just get rid of them. You know, like that's what they do. It's crap. Just at least hold yourself accountable when we're talking about the team, because if we don't hold ourselves accountable, they ain't gonna hold themselves accountable, and then we're right back where we're at. You know, the owners and people listen to the fans. As crazy it sounds, fuck, dude, they still listen to them. You know, and if we're sitting here spewing bullshit, bullshit to the deal, it's not helping nobody. What, 25 years of it? Like 25 years, dude. Like it's crazy as fuck. It's like 23, but still, you know, like
Same difference.
yeah, it's just fucking crazy.
Tomato.
You know, I mean, we don't have to all agree on things. You know, if I want a quarterback, you want a quarterback, we both want a quarterback. Who gives a fuck that person's name? You may have a different view of one as I do, but we still want the same deal. You know, we want to win. You know, I feel like we're
at the end of the day, that's what we all want.
yeah.
We want a successful team.
Yeah, and I just feel like there's just been too much of it for too many years, you know, and I've always sat back and I've always said, like, I just put my takes and people know, like, I don't give a fuck, you know, like they know. And I've always, if I was wrong, I would tell people, like, yeah, I was wrong on that deal, fucking this and that. But a lot of these guys don't. And then it's like fucking Mitchell, like, I like Mitch, you know, like, I like him, but they're
I'm
fake as
friends with him,
fuck.
so
Like they're just fake, dude. They're fake people. They're always trying to please everybody. We're not in life to please every motherfucker. Like that's just facts. You know, we can be friends, can be cordial. That's why they call them acquaintances. It's like, hey, what's up? Fucking, how you doing? Fucking, but when you start betraying yourself on people like that, that means it gets to your family. It's inside your fucking house. Like that's not fucking good, man. Like it's not good. You know, and like people tell me all the time, even in my own company, everything that, hey, sometimes you don't have a filter. Hey, I don't give a fuck. I can't do it. You know, like absolutely can't do it. But I've just said, like in here, there's just too much fucking there. It's all over the fucking place.
I get it.
It's all over the place in our content.
Yeah.
I've sent you the link, Will. Salute, Jack. Appreciate you, bro.
Jack who? Jack G or Jack K?
Yeah, he does that quite a bit. It's
Oh,
Kenna.
it's Kenna. Jack
Yeah,
Kenna
Kenna.
is in there.
No,
What's up, Jack?
Yeah, Rudy, he does that. He does that all the time, but he's actually slowing down now because, like, different things. He doesn't drink outside of work, which is ironic.
I mean, fuck,
only
as much
drinks at
as you
work,
drink
and that's
at
it.
work.
Yeah,
Well, as
he
much as
only
you
drinks
drink
at
at work,
work.
fuck, you be an alcoholic if you're drinking outside of work.
Right at the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the opposite. I've been sober for a bazillion years.
I've been sober for years in alcohol because
Oh, you
fucking
too? Yeah.
I just got to the point. I don't know why, man. I just got to the point like I just fought all the time. I didn't give a fuck. I'd be standing around my friends. I think some motherfuckers talking shit to my buddy. I'm like, hey, what's up, bitch? You fucking say something? Fucking, they're like, hey, he didn't say something. I'm like, nah, this motherfucker over here says something, dude. They're like, they would say, oh, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. But I've always said, like, fucking, I knew when not to, you know, like when your friends don't want to fucking go party with you no more. Right. So I was like, yeah, I better,
right?
quit drinking, but
I stopped drinking when I was really young, though. But like, honestly, when I did stop, I remember saying like, I'm surprised I still have friends. Cause, I mean because of like I wasn't like my personality didn't change or anything, but like all of my natural characteristics became extremely amplified, and so yeah, that was not good. I'm like, oh, and you guys stuck around. Thanks.
I still drink. I quit smoking cigarettes though.
I know. One thing
I'm
at a
proud of
time.
that.
You should be. I'm proud of you.
I think I don't know. I don't
I don't miss it either.
cigarettes. Fuck, I think I've been when I was 18. I chewed till I was 30, and then when I watched one of my buddies have to get his face done, I was like, well, I ain't doing that shit no more. It's like
I
I don't
chewed
know. I
when I
think
was in the,
Ha.
I chewed when I was in the army when we were in the field. We couldn't smoke at night
yeah.
because the fire. Can't have lighters and lit cigarette. So I chewed when I was in the field and shit. It was no big deal. It's like we were out there a couple weeks at a time, a few times a year. That's why I chewed.
Well, that's why so when I was younger I smoked, but dude, whenever we would show horses, because that's what I did. I roped and rodeoed. Anytime we showed
What the
horses,
fuck?
Mm.
couldn't smoke. You couldn't smoke with a cigarette in the arena, and
Oh, okay.
like throw it out. So you'd either have to
Right,
smoke
right.
and put it out, and then put it in your pocket. Well, I fucking hated doing that shit. So I already chewed. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna chew. I ain't gonna do that because I would put chew in my mouth. They can't tell me I can't chew or not in the arena. So I did that for years. I mean, I chewed for a long, long time. I mean, like I said, till I was 31, 32.
I always still strip my cigarettes, put them in my pocket. If I was outside, wasn't around an ashtray, I always put them in my pockets. I didn't know how to throw them on the ground, so I put them in my
Yeah,
pocket.
I can't do that shit. It just smells
I
too
learned
bad.
that in the army because we couldn't leave trails of us being there, traces of
Yeah,
us being there.
Damn.
yeah, that's facts.
Don't.
That
What's up?
will.
What's up?
Look at this motherfucker.
What's
What
up,
did he hop
Will?
off Star
Like he's
Wars? This dude
serenading
just hop
us.
off Star Wars, or what's going on?
Yeah.
Fucking
Obi-Wan
Hey,
Kenobi?
listen,
hey, fuck,
motherfucker. You know I work at fucking 3:30 in the morning.
hey, this guy. Where are you working at? Fucking the fucking
Well, I'm
Hobbit
not
Death
working.
land?
I'm
Star.
not work yet. I work at
The Death
FedEx.
Star.
Oh shit. He said his Death Star. Fuck it. I mean, goddamn, this guy, he's dressed for it. uh,
Oh yeah, I am.
Darth Maul.
man,
Oh, Al's in the building.
I swear
Hey,
that's who I
hey,
was fucking thinking. I swear that's
Darth Maul.
exactly it.
That's what I was thinking when I saw him coming through the thing. I'm like,
Like, this guy
so,
needs to paint his face up, Al.
salute, fellas. How's it going? Hey, William, you're not on the streets, dude. It's nice to see you indoors. Um, Mike, how's it going, man? Blue,
hi.
Good, Al. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, dude. Um, looks like we have a lot of coaching candidates.
Yeah.
See how
There's
we
like
do.
90.
What
It's
do we
like
already interviewed like 10 of them or something?
Rudy.
it's
Sorry,
it's
my
like
bad.
a 12-page menu. I don't know what to pick.
There's so many. It's a
Some
bunch
are
of
a little
young
more delicious
people.
than the
It's just,
others.
it's all young people. That's why I said with 9 openings out there, there's going to be
Yeah.
every veteran coach getting a job this year. Like it just straight feels that way. And then like people don't want to make a decision because what if Matt gets fired? Boom, another guy right there. So shit
Yeah.
can all kind of shit can happen here.
I think they let Matt write out that last year in his contract. I think they
I,
just let him write it out.
I would hope. I would hope, but they said, dude, when they came out of that game, they said that they were in contract talk with him, that they were
48
hoping
hours
to
ago.
extend that contract, and they ain't done it yet. So
Well, they've had some difficulty along the way, and they said also if they couldn't get a deal done, they would fire him, and they get rid of him. And I just think it's kind of like a year where, if you're the Packers, you really don't want to do that because now you're playing a dangerous game. If you don't end up with the right guy, you kind of screw yourself. So, Matt Flores, he lost. They lost that game, but I don't know. I'd probably still let him ride it out for one more year and then if you can't get the deal done now, you get done later.
Hey, like I actually the way shit is like shaking out, like this like postseason, I wouldn't be surprised if McDermott's on the hot seat if he loses against the Broncos. And hear me out. Like this is the one year where you don't have Burrow and Mahomes in the AFC, and this is the easiest path that the Bills have had to the Super Bowl. And he's been like knocking on this door for like several years. It's kind of like a Tomlin situation where he's making the playoffs, not really being too successful in the playoffs. Obviously, he's won more than Tomlin recently, but I wouldn't be surprised if McDermott having to sit down with Pagula at the end of the season if he gets, especially if he gets dog-wagged by the Donkeys. By the way, I think Denver wins that game in Denver. Denver's rested. The Bills had a tough game. They're coming off a tough game. Like I wouldn't be surprised if McDermott's having to sit down.
Well, and Buffalo just lost 2 wide receivers to season-ending injuries after their last game.
Yep.
That's right. So, who knows? Maybe McDermott's, updating his LinkedIn profile too.
I think this is ending up being the most head coaching opportunities in an offseason in a minute, and I think that's kind of what makes everything interesting. They're going to have to do their due diligence on these coaches, and I think they've done a good job so far. So they just got to keep doing what they're doing and go through the hires or the interviews. And there's a lot of good coaching candidates. It does not sound like Tomlin will be coaching for next year at least. But
I mean, wouldn't you guys think that the Bills would be like a massive failure if they don't make the Super Bowl this year?
Yes, I would say
this is
okay. I would say this would be their biggest
I don't know if
failure.
it's compared to the same as the Steelers. I don't think it's to that caliber. They're a good team. They win in the fucking deal. Not everybody's going to go to the Super Bowl. So if we just get to that deal, what are we just firing fucking every coach now? I mean, I don't.
I guess the only thing for the Bills is
it don't make no sense to let Matt LaFleur go, and it don't make no sense to fire the Bills head coach. That would just be two dumbass fucking things. And then you're opening up 11 fucking teams in 1 year of crucial what the fuck is going on here?
Hey, Dustin, I agree with you, but I'm saying like the way that things are panning out, like you have sort of like this era of coaches where like I think these owners are sort of like, you know how you buy food at the grocery store, there's like an expiration date. Like the expiration date is approaching for a lot of these head coaches who have been in power for like several years. And these owners are expecting Super Bowl wins and they haven't delivered.
If these guys are all firing their coaches and thinking that they're going to get Harbaugh on all their fucking teams, that's crazy. And then if they're sitting there comparing people like Jesse Minster and Shula and fucking Matt LaFleur to their caliber, that fucking guy should be fired. The GM should be fucking fired. That guy should be kicked out.
Well, I would say this. I would not.
Like, they ain't never done a fucking thing. And
what I would
these
say,
guys are winning fucking coaches. Like, that's crazy. That'd be
what
crazy.
I would say is for the Ravens.
Tomlinson went out there. He fucking been fighting over it. And then he went 7 straight losses in the playoffs. Dude, that's different. That's
he needed to be moved on from. He was there for so long, and I'll give him the credit. He was a very successful coach while he was there. It's the same thing as Harbaugh. They're more successful coaches than our organization has had, but it was the correct time to move on. Now these teams can reset and maybe move on and get better coaching in their organizations. For us, we made the right decision. If I'm going to be honest, the Packers would be dumb to let Matt LaFleur walk out of that building as not the head coach anymore. I mean, who are they going to promote? Jeff Hapley? Jeff Hapley, if you ask me, he's a joke. He's a fucking joke. This guy has been over there in Green Bay, and it's the same conversation I've had, about Rich Bisaccia. They have both failed the Packers organization in a way of their coaching when it matters. Like Rich Bisaccia can't even manage special teams anymore. Special teams has been the biggest problem in Green Bay for years. And I can consider for this.
Back to Green Bay.
Listen, I can consider it. And I can agree. I will say this.
I told everybody last night when the game started. I told them all, if fucking Tom loses this game, he's fucking gonna resign.
Yeah, but the biggest difference for him, I also don't think
everybody everybody's seen that coming mile fucking way.
Yep. No, I think it's the Steelers are being honest with themselves.
Getting fired and Green Bay's coach getting fired in the same fucking year, and there ain't nobody seen that shit. Like that'd be crazy as fuck.
You know what, dude? And I think no.
And if you can't replace them, man, expired food, you better eat that shit. Like fucking straight facts. Because if you can't replace that shit, you're gonna fucking starve. So good luck with that one.
What I would say for
I'm with you. Just chow that shit down. Yeah.
They have fucking. How many wins do they have right now? Do they have double-digit win?
Who?
The Bills.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, then fucking Green Bay just because they have a tie. I mean, you don't just fucking fire fucking double-digit win teams.
No, I mean, and I think for us, man,
Harbaugh firing was seen, dude. They wanted to fire Harbaugh fucking 5 years ago when they got fucking Lamar, and then they fucking wanted to fire him again just a few years ago. The Harbaugh fucking firing was seen coming.
I mean, doesn't you remember fucking Marty Schottenheimer getting fired after like a 12-win season? Or some shit.
I remember that, but there was a lot of shit going on with that deal too. So
I think there's a lot of deals that we have to understand. For one, if Buffalo was to fire their coach, it wouldn't just be because of the playoff loss this year. It would amount to the fact of the fact is they feel they cannot get over the hump with Sean McDermott especially. But I also feel if they fired Sean McDermott, they'd be firing everybody because at that point, you've already seen your OC. He can't do his job. So, there's a lot of things considered, but I don't think Buffalo should move on from their coach. I think Pittsburgh in Baltimore, I just think, they made the right decision at the right time. We made the right decision at our time. We have to get the right head coaching hire in here because, you're moving forward. This is still going to be a great division in terms of coaching. And you got to find the right coaching. And there's a lot of coaches out there. And this is probably the most competitive you're going to find for every coaching job. You have now 9 jobs open, potentially a 10th one coming up. And, I mean, at the end of the day.
I got to look something up because, I mean, let's just be real. If they fucking, let me see real quick. I don't want to speak before I say something. I'm just thinking something. So.
I think, like I said, for us, man, there's a few hires that would make it the right hire. I truly believe that. But again, for Tom Brady and him, they will bring in the best staff available, and they're not, they're not going to be a winning team year one. Like they've already said, they're not even aiming for a winning season year one. They're just looking to build the team.
What's that guy's name? What's that head coach's name?
Who? Sean McDermott? You talking about Sean McDermott? Maybe.
I stepped away, so I missed whatever was going. What happened?
Oh shit! I don't even know, man.
I know.
Listen. I'm excited to watch this week's the playoffs, man. I think there's gonna be some great football, and you know what? I would not be surprised to see San Francisco. Like I was listening in earlier when you guys were having talking about that game. I mean, I would not be surprised to see Kyle Shanahan coach another great game without a lot of his players. Like they are without a lot of players, man. They're playing with the backup squad right now as we speak, defensively and offensively. So.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If they fire the Bills head coach, the Raiders better go get this motherfucker. I mean, this guy since 2017 with the Bills, he's only had one losing fucking season. He's had 9-7 and 17, 18. He went 6-10, which is his only losing season. 19, he went fucking 10-6, fucking 20, 13-3, 21, 11-6, 22, 13-3, 23, 11-6, 24, 4,
I mean,
13,
I don't know
4.
who they're gonna hire, but there's a lot of potentials. I don't think
Yeah,
that they're also gonna wait.
potential
Like I said,
shit.
is that the
Great fucking yeah, I'm telling you that guy, that GM getting fired. Like that's what I can see happening there.
but that
That
GM would get fired only if that next head coaching hire was the wrong one. That's what matters.
he
You know,
ain't
you
getting
got to.
fired, that guy. That you'd be absolutely dumbass. You can't have that good of a record and just say you're gonna fire a guy. Go show me fucking Harbaugh's record. Did he have those records? No. Go show me Tomlinson's record. Did he have that? No. That's why those motherfuckers got fired.
But
They didn't get
Tomlin
fired because
also got fired because
over
of
here
the
going
inability
12
to
and
fucking just
5,
and
13 and 4. Like,
Tomlin never
oh
had a
hell, he
losing
just
season, I
looks
think.
like a dumbass.
Tomlin's also biggest problem coming down this stretch. And in all honesty, when you watch the Steelers these past 2 years, the defense, even when healthy, has been complete and utter garbage at times. I don't really care. It's been garbage. And then that's his specialty. And then you look at the other side of things. You know, they didn't get a quarterback over there in Pittsburgh. I mean, who's the quarterbacks he's had for the past 5 years? Mason Rudolph and all these trash motherfuckers. Like, that's their thing. And then you look at Tomlin's staff, been trash as fuck every year. I would say the best coach that he's hired on one of his staff over the last 5 years. I talked about this with Dustin one day. I talked about it. It was Brian Flores. Brian Flores is the only coach to come and work under him for 1 year that was even considered successful. And the only reason he got hired in as a linebackers coach was after that fucking Miami Dolphins fucking tenure. But you know what? He's still a damn good coach. You know, you look down the stretch. You know, I said this earlier, man. Like, Pittsburgh, if they're going to fire Tomlin, man, it's finally time to just accept how trash the team is overall, which it is. Have some good players, but let's be real. There's no quarterback to speak of on that roster. There's not even a running back to speak of on that roster. Their best running back this year was Kenneth Gainwell. So, and then you look at the receiver, and then you look at the wide receiver talent. Don't even get me started. You know, you have DK Metcalf fat ass getting himself suspended for 2 games, and it looks like you have the worst wide receiver core I've actually watched in my life. No one can get open if their life was dependent on it. I mean, you look at the team that Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith and all these trash fucks put together. I mean, it was trash as fuck. For us, man, we, you know, they're going to, listen, Brady's involved in this. Brady's going to get the right head coaching hire. I don't have a problem with whoever they decide to hire. I think in the end, you have a lot of good coaching candidates. And hell, even if they were to end up with a Stefanski and Schwartz combination coaching, I would not be mad at that. Because I think, you know, we talked about this.
Until the Schwartz can't come. He's under contract with the Browns, so they would have to either trade for him or something, but he can come with them.
Give him a promotion.
Can't give him lateral moves. So
I know. You'd have to give him a promotion. Just fucking. That's the only thing that you'd have to do for him. You'd have to trade for Tomlin. I'm not doing that anyways. Because he also doesn't want to be. He's already stated he wants to be Miami.
Yeah, he already said that he's going to take the year most likely and go off.
No, he's going off to Miami. He's going off to ESPN or whatever the fuck is going to hire him.
Even that, the team would have to trade for him anyways. And then Sean Deal was a first and a second round, and some of the teams going to have to be willing to give up probably 2 firsts maybe. So most definitely going to have value on him.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's why I said I wouldn't even consider him an option, because if you have to trade for your coach, I'm good on that shit.
I think we're past those days. I would just wait a year. You don't have a contract and be done.
Well, he's going to be smart, because he's finally going to have a choice to coach wherever he wants to go next year if he comes back, and that's a damn good opportunity for him. But for us, man, we have to. I mean, again, you know, they're clearly. As far as it sounds, it doesn't sound like they're going to go target Harbaugh. So, you know, I mean, Flores is a good option. I don't care exactly how they do it. As long as they get or put a good staff together finally, I mean, that we can all trust, because the days of Patrick Graham are done. Thank fucking God. I mean, the guy was trash as hell his entire time here. He was up and down. He had his moments. Don't get me wrong. He had his moments. He was good. But other times, it was as if this guy didn't know how to fucking see the field. The coaching was terrible. So, I'm excited for the new coaching staff. I think we have a lot of problems, and the quicker you get this new coaching staff in here, the quicker you can start fixing the shit.
Jack, over a month or so ago we did, but not right now. We're not. I mean, Monken's gonna get interviewed by the. That's what I talked about earlier. I mean, but the thing is it doesn't matter because Gray got fucking shit canned from the Chargers. Monken is gonna interview with the Buck, so no matter where Harbaugh goes, he's either getting Monk, which is his side mate. So I mean, I don't know why. I don't know if he would take the job over there. But long story short, freaking, I think maybe he's just going over to the Bucks to see what they offer him, so that way when he comes with Harbaugh, he can tell him, "Hey, if you don't give me this, I'm going over there." Type shit. But I think freaking either way, if he gets Gray, he still ends up with a good OC. I just don't like. This is the thing people got to understand. Harbaugh said it out his own mouth. The staff, the head coach, is gonna have to hire his own staff. I've researched these fucking guys like no tomorrow. There's a lot of guys that ain't even up in contracts. There's a lot of guys could even leave teams. You'd either have to trade for them, which is just not going to happen. They have to stay on the team for the whole year. So the only guys that are available are a bunch of these motherfuckers that are OCs that are under play callers. So they're not the ones calling the play. They're just in the position. So a lot of those guys are sitting there getting looked at. You think people listen, as good as Webb and them are, you think Nate over in the Rams deserves a head coaching interview? Like bullshit. The hell's that? That fucking guy runs a college fucking scheme, and we're saying that this is head coach fucking guy. No, I think it's a loophole. I think it's a fucking loophole in the coaching cycle to be able to pull a guy in a position, give him an interview, see where he lacks at the coaching, as him, and then have talks about would you be interested in, taking an OC position if it was open. Those are easy conversations at those point. And if the dude wants to make transition, boom, here he goes. But there ain't no fucking way you're convincing me that I know that guy's fucking history, though. There's no way. There's just absolutely no way. And if we're going that way, might as well go be a Browns fan because we're gonna fucking suck. Like we're just gonna keep on sucking because
if we hire who?
Fucking Nate from the fucking Rams, the fucking
oh hell no.
Can't say that guy's last name. I can't say his last name.
The passing game coordinator?
Yeah, but he's a fucking college scheme kid, dude. Like he's not even nowhere close to that shit. It's just like Matt LaFleur. Like I'm not gonna discredit if people can change, right? I'm not gonna discredit
Nate
but this is facts. This is an opinion. It's not fucking biased or not. It's facts. He was just with Robert Saleh. Is not everybody saying Robert Saleh's an elite defensive coordinator? This guy, he's gonna change shit. Blah blah blah. Okay, he just was with the Jets. Literally had badass fucking roster, offense, defense. Fucking got every fucking player they fucking wanted, and still couldn't do a fucking thing. And then we're like, yeah, let's go get that fucking guy and let's bring him over here and let's let him coach our fucking team. Yeah, what a brilliant fucking idea. Like, how the hell does that make sense? Like, how does it make sense? Oh, when Matt LaFleur looks good? Oh, man, when them fucking Rams be fucking first in fucking points, right?
Mike LaFleur looking all good because of Sean McVay.
Guaranteed, if we look up the stats right now that show who is responsible for them stats, McVay, down the whole fucking line. Like, we can't sit here and just fucking be blind because motherfuckers are like, oh, he comes from this link tree. Okay, what is there, like 3 fucking successful people from all their shit? Clint, D'Amico, and fucking Kevin O'Connell? Where the fuck is everybody else at?
Hey, right here, it literally says Sean McVay is primarily responsible for the Rams offense, with McVay generally calling the plays throughout the entire season.
Goddamn right he does. It's 100% facts. You know, I mean,
And
we
also the
can't
guy
just
you're talking
fucking be
about is Nate
lying here and think
Steelhouse.
like, yeah, we're the worst fucking team in football. 3 years of shitted on. Only time we've had any type of changes between fucking 1 year of Del Rio, one or multiple years of fucking Gruden, but why he was rebuilding, and then we just plain suck. You know, like fucking. And we think we're gonna change it with kids that's never fucking did nothing
We've
in their life.
also
Fuck
haven't had
that. Bring
quarterbacks since
Gruden back.
Derek
Just go
Carr
get
left.
Gruden, man. I'd rather just fucking lose with Gruden. I'd rather just say fuck it. If we're meant to fucking lose, I want to at least lose with the motherfucker that is willing to be with the fans, win or loss. Like, there's nobody going to beat fucking Gruden and the way he cares for the Raiders, how he cares for the fans, how he intervenes. Tell me one time, when did Pete stop and fucking talk with the fans and fucking kick it with Nadi at all? Fucking
He
John
called
Gruden
in week
run the
12 for
whole
the fans
goddamn
to start
stadium.
rallying around the team.
Like, it's crazy as fuck, you know. Like, you need people that are for the fucking team. I'd rather lose with Gruden than some of these other motherfuckers. That's facts, you know. Like,
Pete Carroll. The only thing Pete Carroll did was call for the Raider fans to rally around the team after their Week 11 loss. That was the only time he talked about the fans.
yeah, when they shit on the fans the whole time. Yeah, what a
Well, I
great
think that was
idea.
also the same game. Actually, the same game that he actually called for that was actually the same one. I think after Gino flipped off the fans after walking off the field because he was pissed off and his panties were in a wad because everyone was booing him because he was playing like straight garbage.
Funny story. That was only one guy that he actually flipped off. I won't say his name, but I know who it is. I saw a citation that he got at that game.
And
Yeah, I just feel like if we need change, we need either somebody that's done it before. I mean, it's just accountability. That's why I think it's got to be Flores, because we're not going to hire Gruden, even though Gruden just dog walked his brother in the fucking Hawaii Bowl. Fucking, what was it, 38-21? But you know, we're not going to fucking hire Gruden. Stupid. Like I've said it, like, we can change our shit, man. Just put somebody in there that's going to make these motherfuckers play. And you got to have a coach that can scheme, obviously. Like, that's just facts. You can't just go in there and tell a guy. But, you know, it's crazy that people are like, oh, we don't want fucking Flores. Oh, you don't want top 5-10 defense? Like, that's fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts. This guy has never failed in the defense in any damn place he's touched foot on.
Dustin.
And we're just like, fuck it. We don't want that.
Dustin, the other thing people are saying why they don't want Flores because people are assuming that Mendoza's going number one, right? They're assuming that they're going to us. They want an offensive coach to nurture and sort of develop Mendoza. So that's why people are against Flores as well.
Well, I'll repeat what I said earlier. Brian Flores has more fucking time developing a rookie quarterback than Clint Kubiak. Clint's never done it. Brian has. He ran with Tua in his Miami deal. Clint ain't never fucking built a rookie quarterback ever in his whole career. So,
no, I'm with you. I'm with you, Dustin. But like, as you and I know, the average Raider fan is not very educated. They just look at the headline. They don't dig a little deeper. They don't do their homework. Like, I mean, remember when they were fucking asking for Carr to be gone, and look at where we're at without Carr.
I literally said that we haven't had a quarterback since we've lost Carr, so it's been embarrassing.
I mean, these are the same people who were saying that Garoppolo was going to be better than Carr. The same
It was
people who were saying
the same fans saying Gino was.
They were saying that Gardner was going to be better.
They were saying the same thing about Gino. They were saying he was already better than Derek Carr.
And the fact of the matter is, right, we don't know. Let's say we do take Mendoza. We don't know if he's actually going to be better than Carr.
We don't even know if he'll pan out.
We don't know that. Most first-round picks fail.
Yeah, we're one of the most failing organizations in the last 25 years of quarterback play. Since it's terrible, dude. We are right there with every other organization at the bottom of it.
The worst.
When it comes to, well, we're the worst.
There's Raider fans that say Fernando's a Jamarcus Russell. Like, these guys are fucking nuts in their head, bro.
What?
I remember there was one show I was on with Dustin, and he was talking about Trinidad Chambliss, and this guy says Trinidad's just gonna be another Anthony Richardson. I'm like, how did you come up with that comparison? It's not even like the fuck. Like, if I'm just gonna be respectful towards Anthony Richardson, that guy's been garbage his entire college career and NFL career. He was garbage at Florida. They were happy when that guy was gone. He could not make simple reads. He could not make simple throws. And Trinidad Chambliss can. He's just making better fucking plays.
I think Anthony Richardson's out of the league in a year. I think he's out.
Fuck, he's gonna be the one that you're talking to at the McDonald's fucking line, dude.
Probably not, because that rookie contract's probably set him for life if he took care of his money. But
oh shit, you know what?
yeah,
If he did take care of that money, he'll be good for a minute, and then about 10 years down the road, you'll be telling him to flip them fucking burgers like a little bitch.
I mean, Derek Carr, the releasing of Derek Carr was a massive mistake to not have somebody to replace him, let alone get no draft capital. I mean, that was a real.
We never should have let him go until we had another quarterback ready.
Or it was a real, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, or this dude had intention to just straight fuck the Raiders. Like, I mean, I don't know how you make a fucking move like that, saying that you're a GM, shit like that, and you just let your most valuable dude go for Jimmy. Like, what did I tell everybody, Al? I mean, you were on that shit. I said, Jimmy coming from the Niners and the Patriots to the fucking Raiders. That guy's going to be trash as fuck, dude. I said, he ain't got no line. He ain't got no defense. Like, no, hell no. I mean, I'm not understanding why fucking, and that's like the question. So this is the question I would say. Like, I think people should start asking themselves, like, honestly, do you think one pick in the draft, one quarterback is going to change the fucking team? Or do you think it's better to fucking get 3 good starters in the draft to help fix your fucking
option
team?
B all day, dude. Option B all day.
I'm taking the trade that's going to also get us more draft selection in the earlier rounds next year too.
I would say that since when we were still ranked at 6th pick overall, that just to trade back a little bit requires. We could, with the number 1 overall, with Mendoza being, especially if Mendoza wins this championship too. I mean that the price just went up for the number 1 overall draft pick.
Well, having the number 1 overall draft pick just gives us more options.
That's what I'm saying.
Now you can move off draft selections. You can move into the stronger class, which we all know. No one's going to sit here and try to. Let's be real. None of us are going to sit here and debate this class is going to even compete with the 2027 class in quarterback value. And the quarterback value next year is all the way through the roof.
So, William, so this is my thing about trading back.
Well,
Mike, just a quick comment. I'll let you go, Mike, because I'm going to bounce off. The idea of trading back down and acquiring more and more picks, you're acquiring more and more assets. So the game that you're trying to play with the draft is you're increasing your probabilities of hitting on players, right? And the only way that you increase your probability of hitting on players is by picking up more and more draft selections. So there's a difference, right, between having 1 pick, the scenario that Dustin posed, and then trading that for another 3. That means I have 3 more bullets in the chamber to hit the motherfucker, right, as opposed to just 1.
Yep.
So that's why I think it's smart to move down, get more assets, because this team is not 1 quarterback away. This team is 4 offensive linemen away, 3 defensive linemen away, fucking 2 safeties, a linebacker.
I've already argued like this team absolutely needs to just buy into the full-blown rebuild, and I've already stated like I love Crosby as a player. I know everyone's probably already heard this, but you know it could be just time to trade Crosby too. You know, you have to move off whatever you can for more value because at the end of the day,
Dustin, what's this shit we've been saying for 4 years about cleaning out the wounds and ripping the stitches?
Listen, this team. Listen,
I mean, what this organization's needed is somebody that can break it down, and that's why I'm saying that I feel like if the Raiders went with fucking Brian Flores and hired fucking Thomas Brown as the offensive coordinator, you're getting the best of both worlds. Both Tom Brady people, both come from the same culture, same winning tree, same fucking everything. They know the whole. They don't even have to play with each other before they know the system, and that's what matters, man. Most good teams these days run a good offense off a good fucking defense, man. They know how to hold tempo with each other, and we've lacked it for a long time. And I've said it. It's the same question again. Do you go for a big name that ain't never done nothing, or go for consistency that brings consistency to the team all at one time? I mean, in my opinion, I think the consistency all at one time is the best option. Like, I get the idea of getting a young guy, but I think the young guy only works when you have a team that's fucking already got something going on. Listen, if there was a young coach on this motherfucker that was Andy Reid and them, John Gruden and them, if he was that guy, not could be that guy, I'd be all over that motherfucker in a heartbeat. But
Well,
that's
and I
not
mean, we
our
also
option
can't
here,
keep
man.
expecting the same
We
players to
are
be given
hoping
different
on
roles.
Jesse. That I think that's a mistake. I think that's a massive mistake. Shula, I mean, like I've said, I'm not the guy. I've heard he's got his dad's got good connections, so he'll probably end up with a good staff. I've just said his defense has fallen off the fucking deal in the last few weeks. That's again facts again with the Rams. I mean, you got to look at a lot of things. I mean, I just feel for the Raiders, we're not the Rams. We're not any of those
Hell,
fucking teams. We are the fucking bottom of the fucking barrel of a team when it comes to the organization, fucking staff, everything. It doesn't matter who you put on this team to win. It just doesn't work. So until you get a guy like John that holds people accountable when they're in the fucking rooms, and he says like, well, even out in the Hard Knocks when he was like, hey, you're here for fucking dreams and I'm here for fucking nightmares. I'll make sure your fucking dreams don't come
well,
true. And then
and
he
it's
tells them like in the office, I want fucking better he's like, I want better execution. I want
I was
better
better
fucking
fucking
execution. Like, hey, he ain't fucking playing around. I'd love to see where's Pete ever do that in his fucking deal.
fuck
That
him.
that's
Never.
that's
In
what
Seattle, that's a dominant organization versus the Raiders that have been failing for years. Like, you need those guys. Fucking take these hood rats, get these motherfuckers up in line. Let's start playing real fucking football. Why is it that fucking White gets fucking the most tackles in the whole entire deal, right? Breaks his record. Let's go look at some of these other guys' tackle fucking deal. Probably missing. That's probably why he got the tackles. Like there's a reason the motherfucker got all the tackles
or
because
or
everybody else
or
sucked.
or Dustin, the defensive line isn't doing its job, and you have players leaking to the second level, and that's why you
Yes.
got all the tackles. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm being the chat, fellas. Got to get up early, but salute, go Raiders.
So, well, I think also the
Hey,
other
bro.
thing for us, man, like we just we've kind of just it doesn't feel like we really did our research in some of these head coaching hires. Um, and then, in the Pete Carroll deal, we've already talked about that one where we just kind of waited way too long on one guy, and we ended up with a guy like Pete. And, this is a great year for a head coaching hire like Brian Flores because, yeah, he brings discipline and accountability. And I'm just going to be real. Like, AP, let's be real, there was no accountability when he was here. I mean, you know, there's just no discipline with this team in the last 2 years. The offensive line is very inconsistent. There's a lot of problems in my. I mean, again, I also don't think like there's no guarantee a player like Fernando Mendoza coming into a broken system like ours right away is even gonna work. And when you move back, you're gonna probably be able to get a better quarterback next year. And that's kind of where the fact, I mean, I mentioned in the comments on this video earlier was, Raiders fans, they talked down on Jackson Dart, and that guy turned out to be a fucking great quarterback. And we missed on a guy like him. We missed on a ton of quarterbacks, and we've kind of dug ourselves in a hole because of Derek Carr's situation 4 or 5 years ago. When instead of getting assets for him, or even B fucking this one, where we could have had a quarterback waiting under him that could have taken over, but we didn't do that. We weren't smart enough to do that, and that's sad thing. Being a Raider fan, we've watched a lot of losing, and It's like the losing that we've watched, the losing that we've watched and that we've accumulated to watching over the last even 5 to 10 years. It's been self-inflicted wounds, just like doing that. Where you went from Derek Carr to what, Jimmy fucking G, to fucking Geno Smith, Gardner Minshew. I mean, Brian Hoyer. Like, you put fucking trash at quarterback and you expected to win. I don't know where that thought process even went. Derek Carr was the best thing for this organization while he was here. And,
How do you figure? He never won a single
what
playoff
I'm
game.
saying is he was a better option than anything else we could have had at the time. And what I'm saying is he could have been a bigger option in terms of if we would have had a guy waiting. If we would have had a guy that would have been able to actually develop, because like Connor Cook was never taking this team over. Let's be real. That was of course. No, I mean the guys that we took, and let's be real too. The guys that we put behind him, his entire career were jokes. I mean, come on. The guys that he had behind him had zero chance of winning that job ever. So, and then when we dirted on him and pushed him out the door, who did we have at quarterback? We had nobody. So we walk into now and
no matter what, I was about to say, but no matter what, we weren't going to go anywhere. Whether we kept him or ditched him like we did, we weren't going to go anywhere. Even if we kept them, we still
if they would
have
have,
Super Bowl.
I'm not saying we would have gone to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying we would have gone to the Super Bowl, but we would never have reached. We would never have reached the situation. But also we never had a good team around it. We've only gone downhill since we got rid of him. We've literally, and I didn't think that was possible. From when we went from 4 wins.
I won't lie, if we would have had Derek Carr the following year instead of Jimmy, we probably most definitely would have went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So for damn sure.
Mike.
This is something I would ask is do you guys like, just a question to everybody chatting in here. Do you guys believe that the Raiders are going to do a rebuild or just reset? Like, what do you guys
Well, they
think?
need to rebuild. Like, let's be honest.
I was about to say, what they need and what they're going to do might be two different things.
Yes. No, listen, I've talked about this since before we fired Pete, when I literally was calling for this guy's head as early as week 4 and 5, because it was just
I didn't want him hired in the first place.
No. Well, I never did either. I never wanted Antonio Pierce hired either, but here we are.
Me either.
We are sitting in a situation where, continuously for years, like even when we had the chance to even trade up for DJ Stroud back in 2022, whatever, I would have been a better option than what we had at the time. From there on here, I mean, here we are. We're entering 2026 with Geno Smith, who will more than likely get cut, which we know that. We have Aiden O'Connell, we have Kenny Pickett, who won't be back. It just, there's never really been, even since
if we come into next year, how would you guys base success? By wins? Would you
progression? I would do it through.
Would you guys look at success by wins, culture, or development? Where would be success, Mike? How would you look at it?
Well, I definitely want to see some kind of culture established. Find out what kind of team we are. What's our identity? That's number one. And then I would say my biggest second thing, consistency, and being with not spot plays and shit. Just being consistent, and not just on playing on the field, but everything we do. Just stay consistent. Stay with the plan. Don't plan. How does somebody put it? Don't plan the beginning with the end in mind. I think it was Spytech that said that. I thought that was a really cool statement. So I just want to see some development, some growth, some consistency. That's my main things.
Do you think that the coach should have 5 years automatically right off the get go if they're rebuilding?
3.
I have no idea who the coach is.
3.
I say a head coach.
What I'm going to say is you give him 3 years to rebuild the team.
Hold on. What were you saying, Blue?
So if you're going to truly do a rebuild, whatever HC you get when they get their people, their office, and they choose which players they want to build around, I say bare minimum you give them 3 years. 5 would probably be better, but I would still say the bare minimum is 3. That's my
Oh,
opinion.
I
Because
misunderstood the
a
question.
season like, to start, because it takes longer than a season to gel. And I'm not saying that we've had stellar, coaching or anything like that. That's not my argument. But I will say that our head coaching staff, or our coaching staff in general, has been a fucking turnstile. It's like they're expecting the Super Bowl overnight, and it's like it's just not going to happen that way. Or like everybody, when we first hired Carol, I mean, yeah, granted, I was a little grumpy about it, but when that started happening and we started making all these changes and whatnot, and everybody's like, oh, we're gonna go make the playoffs, well, I'm not gonna mention any names, but some people were like, we're gonna go 10-7 and yada yada yada, and I'm like, no. No, we're not. It needs teams.
I was one of those names.
I didn't mention any names.
You could say it. You wouldn't say it, but I'll say it. I was one of them. I was one. I said
like
10
for
to
the
I'm
7.
gonna
ray of
lie.
sunshine above me.
I said if the staff can come out, I said if the staff can come out, we can be 10-7, and I said if they didn't, we'd be like fucking 6 and fucking
Yep.
6-11. So
Well, I think to go off the
but we were
question
2
you
and
asked about.
fucking 13, or what is
Yeah.
it, 15?
I just think that we expect drastic results overnight that are unrealistic. And
Right.
when you have a owner who, now mind you, I'm not going to say anything stupid like he needs to sell the team or he's going to sell the team or anything dumb like that, because that's not the fucking case. But when you have an owner who really doesn't know the difference between his ass and a hole in the wall when it comes to football, unlike his father, who is a huge football fan, Davis is a businessman first and foremost. He's a football fan second. I don't even think he likes sports that much. But that being said, when you have somebody like that and all they see is dollar signs, like, he kind of has a cash cow, so he doesn't, whether we win or lose, kind of doesn't matter. He's making the money either way, so
That's facts.
Yeah, he ain't got no like divorced wife that he's paying alimony on, or no
and even if he
kids
did, he
that he's
doesn't
paying
care.
child support on.
Yeah.
Dude.
Exactly. So it's like when you have an owner like that, it's tough, especially because since he really just knows the business side, he's seeing it in dollars basically. He's like, win or lose, I don't see a difference. But if the HC isn't giving him overnight results from a business perspective, he tends to cut them loose without even really giving them a shot. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean,
That's my humble opinion.
AP was never going to work out as a coach.
I didn't think so either.
No, and Carroll was never going to work out. And I think if I'm going to be real, I think if you're talking about cutting too early, I've already stated this. They with Josh McDaniels, he cut early because I think if Josh McDaniels would have gotten a real defense coordinator, because I'm going to be real, Patrick Graham is not a great defensive coordinator, and he let us down multiple times in the final moment. So when we're looking at what, yes, I think we've had too many coaches in 5 years. But also, when you're looking at this next year coaching staff and everything that you're putting together, to what Dustin asked, how do you how do you look at this next year? Are you looking at success for the team? I'm gonna put number 3. I'm gonna put number 3 success, just like John Spytek did. Because John Spytek didn't say, "Hey, we're coming out here to win games." He's coming to set the tone and set the roster for long-term success. And the only way to do that is build in the right way with the right coach. And Brian Flores kind of showed that he is the right coach. So if you come in and you're telling me that year 1 we go 5-12, but there's a real culture being set in place, unlike we've had in here for a few years, I would be happy. And if I saw real development from the young guys, unlike this year because of the coaching staff being too pussy to put the guys out there, then I would be excited to see what the next year got to offer, because this is what I'll say. We watched Brian Flores take a team that had gone for a decade of football, had not had 2 winning seasons. Hell, in 10 years of football, they had 1 successful season, and that was a 10-7 season, or 10-6 season. before they hired Brian Flores. That was 1 year out of the 10 years that they had, and he went in there in 3 years, went from 5-11 in 16 game season to 10-6 the next year. So we've seen that he can make drastic results from year 1 to year 2. So the only real way to figuring out if he can do that again is by bringing him in, giving him a staff that's worth a damn, and watching this progression over 2 to 3 years. Now, he doesn't need 5 years, but there's going to be some coaches that would. But if it depended on who you hire, which would be, if in this case, if it was Brian Flores, then I would give him 3 years to put this team together, because he did it in 3 years. In Miami, I think in 3 years, I'm not going to say he would take us from 5 to 10 wins in 1 year to year 2, but I think by year 3, you can have a winning record with him with the right pieces in here. And if I'm just going to be honest, we've had no culture. We've had no development here across every position. You know, outside of Max Crosby, we really haven't developed that well. Like, Colton Miller was developed, but even then, like, for him, you know, what does the future look like for some of these, older guys? So there's a lot of question marks with this roster, and I think Brian Flores would be an amazing hire for a team like this because they need the culture and development set in.
We thought they were trying to develop a culture this season in the beginning, but that was...
That quickly went to flames because Pete Carroll couldn't. Because I'll say this too, it felt like with Pete Carroll, in all respect to him, he was a great coach for now his entire time of being a head coach. He's just passed by without a game of football. But what I'd say is, it did not seem like there was much film watching going on, because when he would get consistently asked throughout the entire year about Geno Smith, he kind of remained consistent in his response. He always talked about, he had an okay performance. He did this right. He did this right. When he clearly did not do that right. And you could go watch it on film, and you can say, yeah, no, Pete's fine out of that. It's almost as if Pete and them did not give a damn to go and study film with these guys. And that's what I think is like, you bring a guy like Brian Flores in, these young guys that we just took, Darren Porter is going to soar through the roof as a player. All these guys will. And Tommy Hemingway, all these guys, if they get the chance to play in a real system with a real coach who's going to develop them because he wants to develop these guys, he's going to, then, you might actually...
The biggest problem for the Raiders over the last few years is putting people in there thinking they're going to develop players or systems, and not a fucking thing got done for 3 years now.
And I can argue Pete Carroll was damn near the worst coach we've had over the last 5 years.
That's too long with players going without getting developed. Multiple draft classes, multiple players going to be on the end of their contracts fucking leaving, and they're going to go on to other teams and do just fucking fine, just like they do all the time. You know what Spytek said in the presser? He said, we can't afford to let players leave and go to other teams and fucking be doing better. It's just embarrassing. And that's all we do. The only guys that got developed under Gruden and all them, they're like, later, see you. You guys can have them. Fuck it.
Even players like Cleveland Farrell, who may not have worked out the greatest year, he went out to the 49ers and had a great few years over there and shit, too.
Yeah, right. Probably has second most sacks of anybody on our team.
Fuck. Our second leading sack guys through 11 games was Jonah Lawley with 3 sacks.
Yeah, well, Clee got 4 in 3 weeks, so we already beaten him.
Dude, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not going to lie, man. The other thing I always say about this defensive line and offensive line and the guys that we've had here, too, is you can't expect different results from the same players. It's just time to move on from some of them. Now, I will give, I do want to say, dude, I haven't really talked about the Raiders much since their win over the Chiefs. I do want to say Tyree Wilson had a pretty great game in that final game. 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 safety. Just was all over their team. But I think for him and this whole defensive line, it was kind of like a nightmare year for this pass rush. We really rarely got home. We had 25 sacks on the year this year. and 10 of them came from Crosby.
So Blue, if you had to pick in the team to build around, do you think it's more important that the team focuses on building around a quarterback or Max Crosby?
Quarterback. I love Max Crosby, of course, everybody does, but no, it's when you build your team around your quarterback.
You build your
Just
team
saying.
around a young player.
That's facts, because I think if you don't, like, what do you think, Mike? Do you think you should build after your quarterback or Max Crosby?
It's obvious you have to build out of your quarterback, and you got to build your defense around your quarterback. Even it's strange it is to say, but the type of defense you have kind of relies on kind of offensive scheme you're running, and that depends on your quarterback. So I mean, everything. I mean, there's a reason why they call it the hardest position to play in all of sports is the quarterback.
In
It's
all of sports?
because
Would you guys
and
be,
yes,
No.
Blue, even
as much
hockey.
as everybody does like
There's
Max,
no
so
fucking way that's the hardest position in all
as
of
much
sports.
as everybody does like Max, if Vitek and came out and said, "Hey, we're going to trade Max to fix
I'm
the
okay with it.
offense," how would everybody feel about that?
I'm okay with it.
If they traded Crosby, it would be a Raiders decision. It wouldn't be a Crosby decision. Crosby doesn't want to go anywhere, but
Okay.
I don't
Let's
know
see,
that
let's
it,
do
I
it.
don't know that we would get what the organization would want for him. That's just my
What do you
humble
think,
opinion.
Mike?
I'm sorry, did you ask me a question
Yeah, I said,
Yeah.
what do you think
What
about
do you think about Trey
about
if
Crosby?
the Raiders are to if Spytek came out and said we're going to move Max so we can fix the offensive side of the ball, how would you feel?
I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. I mean, I think we can get draft picks much easier in the draft by just trading back. I mean, maybe one spot to the Jets because Jets are loaded with picks, and Jets have already or wanting to trade up to number one. I'm sure they are. So if we drop back one spot and pick up a bunch of draft picks, I'd rather go there. 'Cause we have a lot of holes to fill. So
Yeah.
I'd rather
We have
keep
a lot of
Max. Max. I mean, I know Max has got a lot of injuries. He's, I mean, and it almost being. Well, some people are already saying he's injury prone, which is kind of what he is.
That
he
So
Crosby's
is.
injury prone?
well, that's what a lot of people are saying. I call it, he's just overworked and he has some yeah major
Also
problems
not
that
in
keep happening,
Well, he's
especially
he's
on the
he's
knee.
also not in an organization that he's going to have long-term success as a player more than likely because of the fact he plays so many snaps, and it's clearly affecting him. This is the third straight year of season-ending surgery at the end of the year on a leg or an arm or some shit. Dude, he's got multiple leg injuries, surgeries. This is his third leg surgery in
it's
4
just
years.
his work ethic. His work ethic.
Right, right.
It
They play
sometimes
him too
takes.
much.
Well, what I was gonna say though, it sometimes does take over his logic. It's like, look, he's injured and he wants to play. He loves football, so he's gonna play through the injury. Not and somebody needs to save him from himself. Frankly.
Well, listen, I think the
Reminds me,
only way for him.
reminds me of a Jack Tennis favorite player of all time, Jim Otto.
Otto.
He played with the same attitude because he
Yeah.
got taken out of he took himself out of the game one time. Now Davis spoke to him, and he never took another playoff throughout the rest of his career.
I also don't think
And
he
what happened to him? He started losing legs and died early.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I like Crosby as a player, and he's a good player to have. But man, if you're coming out of this draft with a player like Arzel Reese, you don't necessarily gonna you're not necessarily
Dude,
gonna need Crosby.
If I'm the Raiders, I'm trading the Jets, and this is the only trade I'm trading them. They're giving me their pick this year. We're giving them our pick, and then we're gonna get their all three of their first round picks next year, and they can go get Fernando, and we're taking fucking Reese right now. I don't give a fuck about anything from them. And then if the Raiders want to trade Max, go ahead. I can give a fuck. I mean, Arvell Reese will be the next Cleo Mack playing linebacker DN in multi D system, which we'll be running. So especially if Flores is there, like I've always said,
I mean,
you just rent the jersey, man. That's all you do. You just
all
rent
I'm
the
gonna
jersey.
say too is if you
At
can't, I
the
mean,
end of the
I
day,
think
it's what's best for the team.
Crosby's a great player too. And the thing is, I just feel like also you're at a point, you know, everyone's
And
sitting
you're
here
going to
and
get
talking.
2 first-round picks for Max. So just think about it. 3 first from the Jets and 2 fucking first from whoever the fuck trades for him. That's 5 first-round picks just next year. And then we're talking about quarterback. If I can't get Archie, if I can't go get CJ, if I can't go get fucking Levitt
Julian
or
said,
some motherfucker up there, probably shouldn't be a GM. You know,
nope.
like
Well, I think
pretty sure
also
you're
you're
going to
in
be
a
able to
great
get a quarterback.
position to rebuild this team, and again, you have $100+ million. You're gonna have draft picks plus. You're gonna have 10 draft picks
You can
this year.
just sign Mac Jones. Go sign Mac Jones. He'll win right now. So you don't got to worry
Max
about the
Jones will
quarterback
be a
ain't
cheap
winning right now,
option
no
for a
matter what.
quarterback. If you give Max Jones a 2-year cheaper contract, because he won't be expensive, which is nice. But I think also the truth is, at the end of the day, man, the number one thing about this team, is Max Crosby is a great player, but at this point, he's not like. Let's not
Just
sit
look
here
at it
and act
like
like he's.
this. Every good DN in the league basically right now outside of Green Bay all had fucking bad seasons. Fucking. So
Well,
we're talking about
I
what
think
you got
we
Miles
can't act
Garrett
like
broke his
Crosby's
track
also
record on a
unreplaceable.
3-win team.
We can't,
Like,
but we also
yeah,
can't act
I
like
mean,
Crosby's unreplaceable at this point. He's not unreplaceable. You go get a guy like Arvell Reese, who's probably one of the most athletic players off that edge when he gets to play it. When he gets to blitz and stuff, he's so athletic. He's got an ability to play off the edge. So listen, if he gets into a Brian Flores system, he will work out. And the whole thing for Max is, can you get a better. The other thing is, we're not saying Max Crosby is the best player, but the other thing is, you want better D line depth. We don't have that. We haven't had that his entire career. So if you are to trade off of him for picks, and you're to go and get some veterans, and you're building this defensive line better depth across the board, I am all for it, because I do feel Crosby is a good player, but I don't think that I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to play if he's continuing to have these surgeries. And I'm not saying he's
everybody
fine.
has the expiration date. I mean, no matter their name or not.
Nope.
It's surgeries and people's
And also,
careers.
Max Crosby's 20. He's going to be coming up on age 29 here soon, maybe 30.
If Mac Jones is under contract, then if I was the Raiders, I would try to trade for him. If I was them, and see what they want.
He'll be off of the contract. He'll be unrestricted free agent.
I would just go and get if I can't get him, I'm gonna go sign Malik Willis. I'm not the quarterback that I'm signing. I'm not asking him to go win 10 fucking games a season. I'm just saying make it through the next 2 seasons. That's all I need. Just make it through the next 2 seasons. Like listen, if we get any quarterback and he sucks this year, and we got 5 first-round draft picks next year, and we get a quarterback for free, fuck. I mean, let's be real. We're about to knock the fucking shit out of that draft. We're gonna have damn 5 first-round draft picks. So, and I know
that guy should be turned back even more.
Spytech will ship some of them off to most.
Oh, he will, absolutely,
later for the following year.
Yep, no, he will.
Sure, but I'm just saying, like that. I mean, we're not in a hurting deal, and this is something I'm not understanding. Like, this is how I feel. Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you go out and put a star quarterback on a rookie contract behind a team that ain't even ready to win? That doesn't make no fucking sense. The thing that's changed most organizations over the last few years are a rookie quarterback behind a good fucking team, so they get 5 years of good fucking play out of that guy. But we're over here saying let's do it fucking backwards. I mean that shit doesn't make sense. We have 116 million, $10 million, or 116 million in cap, 10 draft picks, and we can literally build a fucking good team right now. We can literally build a good team. We can trade that. Listen, the first round, I'll just put it like this: Raiders will never have this much draft cap ever in their hands for a long fucking time unless we get the first round pick again next year. Which will probably be that would probably be a high demand just because of Archie. If you were willing to trade off that, you'd probably get fired. But this is all I would say is people are willing to trade off of Fernando right now, and they're only willing to do it for 3 fucking picks, maybe 4 at most. You go with Archie and them next year, I don't even think it's even tradable. I don't even know if you can give up 5 first-round picks to even get in there. Like, I don't think it's even tradable. So all I'm saying is like you can't. That's not the position we need.
If you had any
I get we
conversation,
need a quarterback. I'm the guy that's been advocating quarterback. But I'm a realist. I'm not a fan of any fucking player while they're playing, man, because I think the minute that we bias to it, we start cheating our team. I like players. I respect the players for who they are. But if nobody realizes that Max is injured, that Max went in to have a a fucking meniscus cleaning and comes out in a fucking leg brace where fucking, goddamn NFL doctors
Little
are like,
suspect.
they're like, that's not normal. Even NFL doctors, they're like, that ain't normal at all. So I get it. It's kind of like Blue said, when you start over, he's willing to overwork himself. So he's going to overwork himself to get back and healthy. And he's going to go back out there. And in week fucking 12 of next year, boom, injury probably happens again. Or it happens in week 7 and he carries himself to fucking week 12 and 15. And if you're doing that every year, when you do finally make the playoffs and your key fucking players out, I think you're pretty screwed right there. So what I think makes sense is why not just get the picks, move on to Averill Reese. He can play linebacker DN. He's a fucking versatile player.
Ooh, if we get Averill Reese, that'd be fucking sweet.
He plays at a very high level, and you're getting your quarterback the following year. I don't see what the problem is. You can get Malik, you can get Mac Jones. You got options at quarterback for a year or 2. That's all you need. Just get through the first. Tom Brady is literally free. No matter what quarterback we get, he will not start year 1. He's said it numerous fucking times. They want to develop him. They want to go through the cycle. Right. So no matter what coach comes here, no matter who comes, a veteran quarterback is getting picked up. Or Aiden. Aiden will get his fucking chance, dude. Like, Aiden will finally get his chance. It'll be one of the two. And Spytek made it clear in his presser. He doesn't care if we win 5 fucking games. He absolutely doesn't care. Probably better to him anyways. Better picks. Like, he's not worried about right now. And the question earlier about how long would I give the guy, the coach? I'd give him 5 fucking years right away. Any coach thinks he's going to come to the Raiders and rebuild, I'd give him 5 years, 3-year evaluation. Year 3, evaluate where they have the offense, defense, and the team. Are we winning? Are we, growing in our deal? If we don't have it in that 3rd year, then fuck, hey, maybe even fire this fucking guy the following year, like that.
So 3 years with options.
Yeah, you have to have some type of credibility and accountability up at a certain point. You can talk about rebuild, but first year scheme, 2nd year fucking getting everybody on the same, same system for the 2nd year in a row. You want to have development by year 3 in that system. If there isn't none, I mean, then you're just wasting your time. It doesn't matter who you are. 1 year, it's like she said earlier, trying to go to a Super Bowl in year 1. It's unrealistic. It's just not going to happen. And everybody wants that every time someone comes here. Yeah. You give them 3 years. John Gruden had our team. They went to the playoffs that year, and when he resigned, it wasn't Rich Bisaccia that walked in that motherfucker. When Gruden resigned, he said, hey, pay attention. Got my fucking offensive playbook here. Yeah, fucking bullshit. Bullshit.
I mean, how much would we be flipping within our 3rd year? We have above 500 season.
Say that part again. Say what again?
Within 3 years, how much would we be stoked about just getting a plus 500 season?
Hell yeah!
In 3 years, that'd be a fucking hell of an accomplishment. That'd be fucking
We're talking about
start
9 and
signs
8,
for
dude. We're fucking, damn well we're gonna be acting like we're fucking
right,
solid.
right,
So
and we're showing some
And
consistency, like I said
you know,
before.
man, like
Then I'd be fucking
Yeah.
happier than taking shit.
I was about
if
to
this
say, like,
team
that's why I
believes
said
in
3 to 5
Brian
years. A
Flores,
new
bro,
regime needs at least 3 years. At least.
Yeah,
I would say you give Brian Flores 3 years. I'm gonna just say it like this: who here is gonna be like, all right, yeah, there's no way we're not winning 10 games by year three potentially. Like, I mean, he took Miami, completely flipped around that team. I stated this on one of his Dustin's lives earlier, man. I stated that he had a bottom five defense in year one after he like complete he blew up the defense year one. Like he walked in the offseason, blew up the defense, said, I'm gonna rebuild this from the ground up. He went out there in year one, had every defensive ranking was below 24th, 25th, and his year two defense was a top 10 across every metric. Look at goal line defense, you look at rushing defense, passing defense was like 12th, but it was right outside the top 10, which is still great. It's something we haven't even had. So if you're telling me Brian Flores did that here, and I would say that he'd probably also have a better chance of rebuilding the defense better without Crosby. Like, we know who Brian Flores is. Everyone who's sitting here knows who Brian Flores is. Brian Flores, he learned from some of the best defensive minds in the game. Everyone who knows who Brian Flores is, he was coaching all the way back in the year that I was born. Crazy enough, he was all the way back in 2004. He was coaching with the Patriots, and he got to learn from Bill Belichick. He got to learn from Matt Patricia throughout his time, and now
he
he's
was
out
there
here.
for 11 years and went through 4 or 5 different
Yep,
positions in that team before he
yep.
got to being a
Well,
play
and
caller.
this is the whole thing. Like, I think Brian Flores, again, like I have zero doubt in
He's
my
been a
mind.
coach in offense and defense. He's coached both sides of the
I
ball.
think, yep, I think that's the thing. I think about most is, what coach do I legitimately come out of this cycle? Like, here, let's just be real. Let's throw out the coaches. We're not getting Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's going to be out in ESPN or wherever the hell he's going. John Harbaugh, they're not even interviewing him or whatever. They're not even going for him legitimately, as far as it looks. And then, I mean, I think Brian Flores, what he did in Miami was really impressive. And I don't think like if Tom Brady and he's talking with Spytech, and I don't think that there's a reason that him and Spytech can't have. I don't think there's a reason that they can't have a 10-7 season by year three. I can't see that in my mind. I think year one that they would, honest to God, I think they could walk away year one with 5 to 6 wins still, even if they're not looking for wins. I still think if you came out year one 6-11, is anyone going to have a problem with that? I would not have a problem with that. 6-11 year one under Brian Flores, new coaches across the board because you're going to have to replace most of your coaches. And if you come away, you're going to
Well,
replace.
just think about it like this: dudes went 17 games with 2 wins, and people were content with the 2 fucking wins. And you're telling me you get it 6 wins? Oh fuck, dude, that's a fucking
But I think
championship season right
also, like,
there.
I think
Fucking,
like you could go
they're
from
winning almost every other fucking week at that point.
legitimately.
So
I think 6 wins in year
shit.
one, like 6 wins isn't really pushing it. In this past year, I was kind of on board of, I think when I projected it, I projected us at 9-8, and even then, like we were so far off because this team really didn't seem to have much of a fight in multiple games. I mean, you look at the Colts game, 41-6. You look at the Chiefs game, that first game we played, 31-0. We got dog walked. And then, we had we just had multiple games where we were fucking dog walked by 30 plus points. And, it didn't look like Pete Carroll knew what he was doing. It
It
didn't
was
look like he knew what he was
stubbornness
doing.
too. Like
His
he was
stubbornness
so
not to
hell
replace
bent
Geno
on.
Smith was
Yeah,
insane,
I
but
was
I
about
think
to say
also,
that, and then the
but
nepotism
I
with his
also
son too.
believe, I
Like what
think
the
Oh
also
fuck
hell
was
yeah,
Brendan Carroll doing out there? And
yeah.
he was
Brendan
so he
Carroll
was
is
not.
getting, Brendan
That's
Carroll
what
had
I
his father
mean.
here protecting his ass all year. But
That's what
now
I'm
we don't have
saying.
to deal with that. We don't have to deal with that anymore, which is great because I think now Brian Flores, he is not gonna stand with none of that shit. He's gonna come in there, he's gonna call you out in the film room. He's gonna be like, listen, I need you to be better than that. And I I think, if you went with year one, 5 or 6 wins, year two, 8 or 9 wins, I think that's when you're starting to feel yourself as a Raider fan, and then year 3, you get and start kicking everyone's ass 11-6, 12-5.
Dude, the Raiders have 24 free agent players
I'm
this year.
I'm lowering my
I let them
expectations
forward.
this
I would
time.
let them. I would let. I made a post about all the
18,
free agents.
18 of the 24 are
Listen, I,
UDFAs.
I already stated.
I'll be happy to get 4 wins this year, man. If we're showing
Listen,
signs of improvement and showing signs like we actually look good, we're
Brian
just
Flores,
not
though,
there
he takes
yet.
more out of his players.
I'll be happy with that. I don't give a fuck about the
But
record.
Have
We
you
I just
seen
want to
his
look
we only
better.
have
games?
6
that number
players.
of 24
We
players that
really
are going
only
to.
have 6 players that are not
Right.
UDF players that are
I would.
on
I would let them mostly win.
free
I'm gonna
agency.
be real. I
Yeah,
would let
well,
most.
that's what I'm saying. We need
Yeah.
so many things in so many places. That's why I
Yeah.
want to trade back. I'm going to keep
Well,
saying
and
it.
I
I'll
also
never
don't think.
stop saying it.
I mean,
But
let's be real. Out of all the 24 free agents that we have on our team that are going to come up on contract, I mean, how many of them are we really going to resign? Maybe 2 or 3 at most. And
probably
even
about
then,
yeah.
I wouldn't even. I don't even know if I'd sign Carlson. I mean, that guy was so bad this year throughout the entire year, dude. Like outside that kick in Kansas City at the end of the year, the guy missed like 8 or 9 kicks this year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. I
You
mean,
said
you're
Daniel
gonna.
Carlson, the
Yeah,
kicker.
Carlson. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that guy was kind of trash throughout the year. Like he missed
Well,
multiple
this year,
kicks.
yeah, but he didn't have that problem the season before, or even the season before that. He's
I
actually
mean, he's
really
a good
decent, but
kicker. I
this,
think it's got a lot to
yeah,
do with coaching for sure. And I would most definitely try to see who the next special teams coach is because you can go through
yeah,
camp and still move on from them. I
sure.
don't know if
I
I
mean,
would just
Hey,
go
we hired
special
John
teams
Harbaugh. We
after.
already have our special teams guy.
That's what I was gonna
I
say.
I don't
I
think that
already
they're.
said that. I said that same shit. I
Oh,
said
did
I would
you?
keep
So
him for sure.
I was just kidding. I was being
No,
facetious, though. I don't want John Harbaugh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day. I said that same shit. I'm like, hey, if Harbaugh comes, there he is right there. So
yeah.
Well, if we get him, I'll stand behind him. But I mean, it's like
he'll probably get Carlson in the massage parlor just like Tucker. So I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ. Looks like Massage
I don't
Watson.
know.
Hey, no judgment.
Man,
Hey,
you get
Massage.
the
facts.
Garoppolo,
Hey,
you get the
I ain't
Garoppolo
judging. I
discount,
mean, what
man.
he chooses to do in the off season's his choice.
Right?
I
Yeah, I
could,
mean, you
I
had
could care
fucking
less.
what's his name? That old kicker. I can't think of his name from Justin Tucker over there in the parlor,
Oh,
bro. He
yeah.
was having fun. He was. Hey, you know what? His next door neighbor that was getting a massage next to him was Massage Watson, right next to him.
With who?
Massage Watson. That's what I call him. His name is
Oh,
Sean
Massage.
Watson, but I call him Massage Watson.
Nice.
He likes that massage.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I want to hear these kind of stories.
Hey,
Well, I mean, that's why Stefanski, he didn't. They say that's a big reason why he fell out over the last few years because he didn't want that
fucking
the
stupid ass
Deshaun
Watson.
Watson trade to go through. So he didn't want to do that shit. And then
I
when
mean,
they
even
made
him.
that
I
trade
even
go
said earlier
through,
I would take
he
him
just
because I
felt
think.
like the team was going in, the organization was going in their direction, you know. That's why I've said I wouldn't count him out either, you know, because he has a good staff. He can most definitely get a good staff. So that guy
And his
doesn't lack
offensive
any
run
of
game's
that
pretty
shit.
great.
I mean, he knows how to develop halfbacks, quarterbacks, tight ends. I mean, he has a good record with a lot of them, you know. So I would say like he most definitely has to be on that list, you know. He has to be on the list way before Matt LaFleur would ever be. Period. So there's just no way in hell you're gonna go pick that guy over some of these guys. Like, and that's why I've said this coaching cycle can be dangerous as hell. You have 9 teams, man. There can be a possibility of 10. There may even be 11. Who knows? But there's only going to be so many coaches. And are we like last year where we waited around till there weren't no coaches, or do we pull the trigger and go get our coach? You know, like you have to do what the team needs to do right now. So. And that's why I've said I would trade the pick. I don't care what anybody says. I'd trade that pick in a
That's why
heartbeat.
I've been saying that. Since we were
I
like
wouldn't
pick
be.
6. I'm like,
I wouldn't be
I,
mad either way, frankly.
I would trade it. Like
yeah,
there's no
yeah,
way I would pick Fernando in this
no,
draft. There's
no.
just no way. I just feel like you get Fernando, you're gonna lose with them, and then people are gonna talk shit on him. That's what's gonna happen.
Well,
I
And
I
then
we,
get that
fucking
part though
I mean,
too.
he may
I
yeah,
be
do.
Raider
good and
Nation
everything.
ain't gonna
He may be great. Who knows? But we could pick up so many more, still so many more
players and positions.
holes. You know,
Yeah.
there's positions. Thank you. You know,
Mhm.
fill so many more positions. You know, is what which is what we need. I mean, we could trade back one or two spots and still have a really good draft pick, and then take so take that one and then their second or third and maybe their first next year. You know, I mean, we can get a lot out of this, or at least if we trade with the Jets, I mean, I could see us getting three first rounders easy, and maybe a second and a third this year, or a third and a
Yeah.
fourth maybe.
If it was
That's
if
a
it
lot
was
of
with
fucking
somebody like the
picks
Jets or
for
even the
positions like
Giants,
we need. Yeah, Jets are. Yeah,
the
I think they're
Giants,
going to trade up. I think they're all trade up,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Right. I mean, this is
Yeah,
all
I mean,
our
like I said,
opinion.
if
This
Yeah,
is
it's all
you,
all
I mean,
opinions.
speculation.
It's all,
you can
yeah.
trade one spot and get three firsts, and imagine if you're trading back two or three spots, you might be damn four firsts, and just like you
Yeah,
said, fucking multiple
right.
seconds. I mean, the picks can be higher
And
than ever. I mean, let's just be
yeah,
real.
yeah,
If the Cardinals are trying to move off their quarterback Murray and they're
Oof.
targeting freaking
right.
Fernando, and the Jets ain't trying to move, and they
There you
are,
go. What are
like,
the Cardinals at, like 3 or 4 or
Yeah,
what?
they're like
yeah.
four, I
And
think,
what if the
right?
Browns? What if the Browns are like, you
Yeah.
know what? We didn't
See,
like
there
how
you go.
Shore played. We didn't like how Gabriel Dillon. We got Watson coming back. We can just move these dudes
Oh
and let's
God.
go get a quarterback.
Ugh.
Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of options right there with just the first few teams in the
Well, yeah.
draft.
It's
So
Mhm.
that's why I think you have the leverage over the Jets. That's why I think you have to hit them up, and you got to
it's
tell them,
obvious.
like, listen,
Well,
man, I
it's
know you
definitely
guys
a
don't want to
conversation you
trade.
have to have. Yeah.
There
You
is
have to,
no way for you cannot convince me Fernando Mendoza is worth what we could get if we trade back.
I
There's no
mean,
way.
I
the
heard
There's
there's
Jets
no
a
can
way.
really
tell you,
good,
the
a
Jets can
really
tell
good
us,
defensive,
hey,
a lot of good defensive players this season up in the draft.
if
Correct
the
me if
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
wrong.
shit! Look at those two guys out of fucking Bain and shit out of Miami.
yeah,
We can get him.
Hey, you
I
guys
mean,
are
he.
the. I mean, y'all follow college more than I do for sure.
yeah, I think if
Yeah. I mean,
you look
there's a
at,
very good defensive line group coming out, and
That's
there's a
what I
lot of good
heard. I heard it
offensive
was really
linemen coming
strong.
out this year too. So, which
Okay,
is
yeah, I heard it was a
exactly
lot of
what we need.
defensemen.
So the more picks we get, the more position, and plus I think we're going to get some offensive linemen, in free agency. I want.
God, I
Everybody
hope
knows.
so.
I want the
We all
Baltimore
do.
center, Linderbaum. Yeah, everybody does. Yeah,
Oh,
we all want
Lindenbaum.
Linderbaum. Yeah,
Lindenbaum.
Linderbaum,
Lindenbaum.
Linderbaum.
yeah, if you look at the first pick, right? If the Jets, if you sit there and tell them, like, if the Jets were to say, like, you can take Avery Reese with the first pick, I'd be like, listen, I can probably get Averill Reese with the third pick. So if I trade my guy over here, you're going to still try. If Dante Moore or somebody else is in that draft, you're going to try to go after them. And there's a massive difference between them two quarterbacks. If somebody's picking Dante Moore with second overall pick, shit, man, that guy probably should be fired too. I mean, you're literally picking a quarterback that's going to sit on the bench for the next year or two, like, easily.
Well,
Fernando can
yeah,
easily go out and start right now as long as he has a
Yeah.
good enough coach.
O
Do I
line
think with the
and
Jets?
coach.
Hell no. I don't think if you had a superstar roster with
yeah.
the Jets, you're gonna
Well,
start any
No.
that's the thing.
quarterback there.
That's the thing too. I mean, there's some of these, whatever you call them, these guys that are going to predict the drafts had Dante Moore ahead coming out ahead of
Yeah, like
um,
fucking Mel Kiper's
Fernando.
dumbass. Yeah, Mel Kiper is a moron.
Mel
He's an
Kiper,
absolute
yeah, that was one of the
moron.
main ones. Yeah, had him ahead, and the dude's what, like a redshirt sophomore or something?
What does he
That
say? I
kid
don't even.
needs fucking at least a year
He's
back
he's
in
had he's
college.
had like 1 year of playing, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Trinidad Chambers had 1 year and smoked his ass, dude. I mean,
Well,
fucking
yeah, well, but he had other time in Division 2 though.
yeah. He won championship
So
in
he
Division
so he
Two.
was actually playing though.
Yeah. Well, Dante Moore did play. He just didn't play more than 4 games because if he plays over 4 games, they can't
Right,
redshirt
then
him.
you can't redshirt him, yeah.
Yeah, and he redshirted, so he can have three. He has 3 years of eligibility left still,
Right. That's the
so
thing. I think
he
he's
don't
done.
need to
I don't think
declare.
he's
He don't need to declare for shit. If they say, oh well, this other quarterback, jumped the portal, come here, good. He can hop the portal too and go somewhere else. So
Well, the
most
thing is too,
definitely,
though, that they're saying the next year's draft class is going to be a lot better. So he might want to try his luck in this
dude,
year's
next year's
draft
draft
class.
class is gonna look like this year's coaching hire,
He,
like
right,
fucking
that's what I'm
instead of
saying.
like
It's
fucking
yeah.
10 different teams.
So I mean, he might be tempted to come in this year while the iron's hot, where he can get a higher pick, because next year he might, who knows what he could drop down to, especially if he has a bad year or an injury. So you
Yeah, I
never
think
know, man.
yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
These
Like I
are all
said,
things we don't know.
yeah, there's a lot of good quarterbacks that are coming out next year, and we do know that. Like,
Hmm.
like
You
I
guys know
said,
that.
there could be 20 guys, and probably even if or 5 of them go back, there's still 15 good ones. Like there are a lot. I don't think you're gonna have a more loaded quarterback class in next year's draft than ever than
Really?
anytime I could ever remember. If most of these dudes, I mean, you're talking about Levin went to LSU with Cliff, he's most definitely going to ball the fuck out. You got
Hmm.
Carr at Notre Dame, you got fucking Archie in
Oh,
Texas.
CJ, I want CJ Carr. CJ
I
Carr.
mean, you got
What
I
did
all
you
think
these
he
do?
might stay an
got a
extra
What
lot
was
of
year.
that?
top guns.
Huh?
Mike, what did you just do? Was that
I
you
said
doing this?
CJ Carr. CJ Carr. CJ
Oh,
Carr.
okay. Well, from here it was blocking your face and your.
No, I was
You
like, it's
said.
like fighting Irish. I was like CJ
Oh,
Carr.
oh, oh, oh. Okay, my bad.
You just didn't see the other fist.
No, I didn't. That's why I was like, I'm not
Yeah, I mean,
judging.
you
I'm
have the
just
kid
saying.
from Duke. You have a lot of
No, I wasn't
people.
doing nothing. Explicit.
Like I said, I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
And let's be real, dude. We have 3 4th round picks. There's nothing saying you can't pick up a dude like Carson Beck or somebody if they fall into those later rounds. If you're just picking up a project quarterback too, like you have options to still be able to grab a quarterback if somebody wanted to work on. I mean, we obviously lost Cam Miller, so
What about Drew Aller out of Penn State? I
that's
mean,
horrible. Yeah,
with the injury, he's going to drop this year. I know he's filed for reinstatement, but I don't know if he's been granted it yet, dude. I don't know if you know.
and I would rather fucking eat cardboard than fucking get Drew Allard fucking here. I mean, I would rather go out and watch the Empire State Building fucking dry when it's raining fucking than anything. Like there's no way in hell I'm bringing Drew Allard here, dude.
Okay, so the answer is a strong no.
Hey, there's just too many. There's just too
Hell
many.
no to the no, no, no.
Hey, there's a lot of other guys out there that are just that are better in this draft than that guy. Don't get me wrong, dude. He
I
did
just
have
wanted your
potential.
opinion on it.
Well, you
Yeah,
He
got it.
had
because
he had some good potential.
a friend of mine that I do shows with or sometimes that was like mentioning picking him up in the third, fourth round. I really didn't think so. Didn't he totally fuck up his ankle this past year? That's why he
Yeah,
was out,
he fell off
and
massively.
he wasn't having that good of a season before that even happened, if I remember right. So I'm like, so I was just asking your opinion on it.
They
If if
Ozzy. I mean,
Reese's
even if you ended up with the safety from Ohio, fucking
Oh, what's
uh,
his name?
I
God
don't know
damn
why
it!
I'm
I know
spacing his name right
that's gonna be
now.
a first. That's a first round pick. The one you're talking about, HUD
Yeah,
or
yeah, well,
uh,
I'm just saying. He said like if we traded down and missed
Miss Reese,
Gabriel Reese and
yeah.
Downs, if we went for Downs, uh,
Downs. Yeah,
yeah, if we went for
the
him, I mean,
DB. Yeah,
that's
the
still a
safety.
win too.
So,
But I think
dude,
Ozzy
yeah,
was
yeah.
asking about Spencer Fano.
I'm not
If
much
if
of a
Reese
fan
isn't
of him.
Fano, if Reese isn't available.
I can't read the chat, so
I
unless
mean,
I
I would, like I said, I
take
would take
Blue's
Downs.
beautiful
I would
face
take
off the
Downs
screen,
before
I
I
don't
took
want to
that
do that.
guy. My three would easily be Fernando, Reese, and Downs. Like those would probably be. I mean, I get you can probably go line, line. But I mean, I've said it. I
You
don't
got to
think
throw
O
Bane
line.
in there too, but you got to
I
throw
don't
Bane
think
in
O
there.
line is as bad as people claim it to be. I mean, I think, like I've said, if you get a competent coach in there, you have Colton, you have JPJ. You have frickin' Caleb. You have Grant. I mean, if you're at worst, you're getting 1 to 2 guys on that line. So I don't think it's. I don't know if I'm going to be wasting a high pick for there. I mean, we need a cornerback. We need fucking
Right tackle.
linebacker. Need a wide receiver one. Need a fucking. I mean, edge if you're replacing Max. Probably still need an edge anyways. Fucking.
Yeah. Right
I
tackle.
mean, that
We could we could definitely use an and or maybe another tackle too. But
Yeah.
I like our tackles, our young tackles. I
dude.
really do.
The thing I loved
Yeah.
about Carmen Pasilla is he always said, never draft an O lineman before the 3rd round. They've always developed and made great O linemen. I feel like when you're in the first 2 rounds, those are for positional needs because you need to hit on them. And that's more of a star player. That's what you're looking for. Someone puts fucking points up or somebody like a Charles Woodson. I mean, I've said it. I almost don't think
Oh, I mean,
linebacker.
okay, I see what you said.
I
Yeah.
don't think. Listen, if you were to ask me today, if they said, "Would you rather have Max Crosby or Charles Woodson on the team right now? What do you think would make a bigger difference?" I would say Charles Woodson. I would say in a heartbeat, Charles Woodson becomes better or makes the team better
I was
because
about to say.
he's shutting down the receiver, which would give somebody like Tyree Wilson, that's just an average guy, but it would give
Yeah.
them time to get to them because they're not able just to throw right to the fucking receiver right away. When you have trash ass receiver or corner on a fucking good receiver, fuck, that guy just throw the ball the second they say hi. Fucking throw the ball up there. He's
Yeah.
gonna go get it. Like there's a big difference. You do that shit
Oh
with
yeah.
Woodson, they're like, oh, he'll pick it off and run it to the house for the 90th fucking time. Like it's literally what they'll say. So
Yeah. No, Ozzy, he goes, I was going to say on camera it looked like something else. Aw, Mike left. I'll tell him when you come back, Ozzy, and when he comes back.
yeah, I think, in my personal opinion, I think the offense has the fastest way to thrive, to be up and going. And I
Yeah.
think that the Raiders need to focus on one side of the ball this year, period. Just put fucking most of your money into that one side. Make sure, I mean, the offense is what scores points. I mean, make sure you can go put up 30 fucking points. You're going to win 8 games, like for damn sure. So I'd most definitely just focus on the offensive side. Make sure we're able to go out there and start putting up points. And then next year, I'd focus on the defense. Like, fix fucking one side of the field first,
Well, yeah,
man. Like,
conversion in the red zone has been a fucking dismal dead spot for us.
yeah, facts.
So,
No matter what coach they bring, no matter who comes in
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. It's been shit. What did he say? We take a mid-round QB. Sawyer Robertson. I don't know that name.
I mean, I targeted that guy in like fucking week 2 this year, dude. He's Baylor's quarterback.
Oh.
This guy right here, he'd be like a 4th round. This guy would be the guy I would get in that 4th round, 100%. I mean, I targeted this guy right off the get-go of the year. I've made multiple posts on this guy. I mean, he's big, he's tall, he's a fucking gunner. This guy's a gunner.
Wow.
And he can run. I mean, he just came from Baylor. He just didn't have as good a school as a lot of these other guys, but he's a damn good player. And I think if you were to grab him, throw him on the roster for the next year or two, like you may have a good damn player because he can do it all. He can do it all. I mean, this guy's accurate as shit downfield. I mean, he can run, he can throw. I mean, he can make all the passes. I mean, the guy's a really good quarterback. And I've said this, and I'll stand by it. I've always said a lot of the quarterbacks that are drafted in the NFL, it's more times than not dudes that are drafted later that have better success anyways.
Oh, yeah,
man.
of course, because they go to better franchises.
Yep. And they get to
They
sit
go to
all
the better
and train
franchises,
or
better
develop
developed.
before.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Better
would
coaching
most
staff. Oh, yeah.
definitely I would most definitely take Sawyer Robinson in a heartbeat. And if that was the guy in that round, I would take him, no doubt.
I like the UNLV QB, but from what I understand, by the time he becomes available in the draft, if he makes it, he's more likely going to be a running back. He's the QB Calandria for the Rebels right now.
Yeah.
But
and that's the problem, dude. They probably will
run,
transition. I've heard about them trying to want to make him go to a halfback too, and that probably will happen. So the only problem is if he wants to play, but he could also be like Lamar. They wanted Lamar to go receiver. He told him nope, and he fucking went on and took his chance. So they can offer him it if he's confident in himself. He can go himself and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, if Kyler Murray can get in there, anybody can get in there. I feel.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and this is assuming he even makes it to that level, like to be in the draft, because he's not due to graduate till next season. Huh? What?
Is there any way we could turn Blue's volume up a little bit?
That's on her end. That's on her.
My volume?
Yeah. I could barely hear you before, but one of my earbuds died, so now I really having a hard time hearing you.
See, my controls only control you guys.
No,
like,
went up a little bit, but not much. But
let me see.
Either way, we're gonna have to hop off in 10 minutes, anyways. I gotta get up at 4.
Yeah, I was about to say I was actually gonna say the same thing because I got an early morning too.
Yeah, I got an appointment tomorrow
too. If you guys can go through the off season here, and you were able to talk to Mark or Tom or Spytech, like what would be the thing you'd focus on in that conversation? Like, would you ask them, like, if they asked your opinion, like, would you be like, hey man, we need to go to defense, or we need to like, what would be the conversation with them?
My conversation with Mark Davis would be to listen. You need to hire somebody who knows how to hire and knows football, loves football, not just business. Sit down and shut the fuck up and let the doctor operate.
That's facts. That's facts. Hey, I've said it. He's the only guy, dude. His dad won 3 Super Bowls with 300 million. Mark has 7.9 million. You can't even win a damn fucking game, 500 in the season.
Yeah, because he just
I've said it.
give
I believe, in my personal opinion, I don't care what anybody says. I've said I think Mark has spite for his dad, and he don't give a fuck about it, dude. He's just like, hey, I'm rich as fuck, so I don't care if we win.
Like I'll cry all the way to the bank.
You want me to get this guy? Fuck it, I'll get that guy too. You want that guy? Fuck it, I'll get that guy too. But I'm still gonna be rich. It don't matter, like.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I feel like Mark is absolutely he's the worst. He's the worst. I would rather take Jerry Jones for Raiders head coach, like owner right now, because at least that motherfucker's all up about his team.
At least he loves football. At least
he's crazy. These fucking old men are crazy, but they're down as fuck for their team, dude. Like they're straight down as fuck for their team. And I think, get me some of their players that they just went and got. Put those on our team and see if we don't start fucking winning. Like shit. Let our coach make some trades. Our owner make some trades like that. We can't even be lucky if we get one good trade every 10 years. What are the Cowboys somehow find out every year? Every year, the Cowboys every fucking year can do it. Don't matter what fucking good player out there. Oh, hell, Cowboys gonna grab this guy, no problem. Jerry will sign the check. Damn, Mark just as rich as him.
Then they don't go anywhere though. They don't win playoff games.
Yeah, it's crazy. Fuck, I would still rather. I'd like to win. Hey, let me tell you something. I'd rather win 10 fucking games this year and not go fucking win shit in the playoffs, as long as we got winning anything at this moment,
records, Yeah. Well, we won the first
round.
Yeah,
we can build up to that shit later. I think if you tell me, dude, if we went 3-4 years and just had a 10 plus win record, people are going to be happy as hell. And they're going to be disappointed if we lose in the first round. If we lost in the first round, but that shit ain't gonna catch up for like 3 years, 4 years. Cause people are gonna be like, man, we lost for so fucking long, man, we're winning, that's how they're gonna look at it. So I feel like
too, as soon as you reach the expectation, it goes higher. Like
it
just does. Like, I just want a winning season. Okay, you have a 500 season. Okay, now I just want to make the playoffs. Okay, you make the playoffs. Now I just want to win a game. Why the fuck aren't we in the Super Bowl? Why aren't we fucking Super Bowl champions?
Hey, we were just saying this with the Bills coach for some reason.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that conversation was crazy as hell because
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, we're talking about one of probably the most winningest coaches literally right now, and I didn't even know that shit till I look his ass up like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't. All I can think in my head is if the Bills don't get rid of the GM and put somebody better with this coach, this guy should be fired because there's no fucking way you can win this much and not be able to fucking finish. I mean, something has to be wrong in there, man. And I would say if you're a winning coach, and people are like, well, it's the coach. Okay, listen, if he's losing in the first game of the playoffs and going home, I would not disagree. This fucking guy's making it to the NFC or what is it, AFC championship games. That's bullshit story. That's a bullshit story. That means he whopped out one pretender team and another real team. Like, there's no way he can say that shit. So you tell me if the Raiders hired him and had that record, we're firing that guy? Bullshit.
No team.
Bullshit. That guy being Raiders coach for fucking till he fucking passes away. Like, we're not doing fuck.
We rally behind mediocre people.
I'll tell you right now, if we got a coach
well,
like
back
that,
to reality land.
If we got a coach like that and we did that shit, we only deserve to be cursed, dude. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like, straight up. Fuck, you gotta trade Josh Allen too next. I mean, holy crap.
Oh God.
But I don't know. I mean,
what
would you tell him, Mike? What would you say?
Yeah, Mike.
I'm gonna go with Spytech. Can I take Spytech?
Yeah, yeah, anyone.
I mean, I'm gonna take Spytech. I'm gonna say what I talked to Spytech about. Then, how are you gonna set up a proper chain of command here? Because I mean, we know that the problem was between Spytech, Carroll, Chip Kelly, the whole Bermuda Triangle thing. There was just a mess. Nobody know who was in charge of what, who was doing what. We need to set up. I say, Spytech, get your head coach. That's your pick. So the head coach knows who his boss is. He knows who his boss is. And then his head coach, like you said many times tonight, and like Spytek said in the press conference, you pick your coaches. So those coaches know who their boss is, and they know who their boss's boss is. So you're establishing a chain of command. So we need to establish that chain of command so everybody knows, where to go when something goes wrong. And that's what a chain of command develops. And so that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a great deal because that's facts. So you got to have some type of organization to it, literally. Like, you need to be able, like the military almost. So you have to have your rankings, man. And that's why they have that shit in the NFL. Yeah. And I feel that's like something we've lacked, like I would talk to them about, like, hey man, like, at what point does the organization step in when a player's voice is louder than the coach and you're the GM running the organization? Like, at what point do we consider players becoming just, I mean, I don't want to say he's not a cancer or anything of the factor, but it is holding the organization back, and then if we set a standard and we want to hold everybody else to the standard, but only one guy is playing X amount of games versus everybody else is held to a full season standard, like, all I say is in the way I do business, you're always wanting to make sure when you go to upgrade, you still have some equal compensation to put up for it. You don't want to go to the car dealership with a fucking hoopty owing, $59,000 on a $60,000 ride. You want to be able to know, hey man, I still got value in my vehicle. I can take it over there, man. I'm gonna get 30 on it at least, so I'm only paying 30. Like, I'm getting a nice car for a fucking bargain price. But if you're going there with fucking the hoopty, it's not working. And if we're sitting there saying, like, We're trying to do what's best for the team. We're trying to do what's best for the organization. These are things Spytech and them need to be fucking thinking about at all times and not be afraid how the fan base thinks. Listen, the fan base wrong all fucking time. I don't care. Like, put me in there. Put me in, coach, because I'll fucking tell them all. I don't care. I say it all the fucking time. Like, I'm not here for fucking feelings. Like, it is, somebody needs to finally put down the foot. And I think, like you're saying, the ranking at some point, when does Spytech become the John Schneider or somebody of that factor, that runs their fucking team, that this is their team, like, and that's how I feel like we need to get to that point. And then,
this is the perfect year to do it.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, if Mark is serious about pulling back and giving Tom fucking, more and more responsibilities, then maybe Tom should start thinking about fucking pulling out of the fucking Fox deal. But the problem is he's not going to do that. It's $400
That's the thing.
million.
I don't want him in the mix to disrupt things either. I don't want there to be confusion in this chain of command. In the military, we had a chain of command. We knew what it was. There was no side things where somebody could come in at certain times and do this and that.
No, it's
I mean,
explicit.
no, that's not how it worked, and that's not how a franchise should be ran. Because I mean, let's face it, these dudes are warriors.
Yeah, you can only get so much.
And football is about, what is football about? Land acquisition. What is the military about? Land acquisition. It's the same fucking theory. So you use the same fucking, the art of war. You read on that. Read on the art of war.
Yeah.
And that is fucking football. I mean, you apply that to football, and many NFL head coaches and higher rank individuals have read that and applied it to football. This is it starts with the chain of command. If you don't have a chain of command, you ain't got shit. You have disorder.
Yeah, I was going to say, discipline has been a serious lack for us, so there you go.
Yeah, that's what I feel too. You just somebody needs to step up to the plate and start fucking pointing the finger. You get kicked off the team. You get kicked off the team. You do too. Like fucking. Somebody's got to start holding motherfuckers accountable. So then when a guy says, "Hey man, don't get that block," yeah, bullshit. I'm getting that block. Like I'm not missing that fucking block. Because I'm not gonna listen to Max. I'm gonna be listening to our coach. Like fuck that shit. And I've always said the coach should be the guy that's disciplining the players. It's not the players' responsibility to discipline the players. He's supposed to play his position that the coach puts him in, and don't get me wrong, you can hold your teammates accountable. I'm not going to argue that, but that should be held in private in the locker rooms when they're all talking there on the field right there. You just look, they're not the ones running the team, the coaches. And if you don't have, like you're saying, structure, if the military sent out people to go fight a fucking war and the guys are like, well, I don't know. Do you guys think we should fucking do this? Or what you guys think? You guys want to go today? Well, fuck, I don't really want to go today, man. I think, fuck, okay. Oh, yeah, sure. It ain't going to work like that. They say your ass up at 4 a.m., fucking, you up at fucking going. Like, they ain't fucking playing. So I think that's why I've said, and I'm going to stick on the Flores conversation. My guy is just going to be Flores. I could absolutely give a shit about any of the other guys, to be honest, because I just feel like researching them and looking at them. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying against Stefanski or Harbaugh or a qualified coach, but that we're not talking about that. We're talking about these young fucking guys that ain't never done shit. I'd rather give Flores a second chance than hire one of them right now. I'm just dead ass.
Hey,
So.
what about getting Flores and then putting a bunch of young guys around him?
Great. I have no issue with that. I have zero issue with that. Put a coach in here that knows what the hell he's doing when it comes to rebuilding a team and running it. I'm all for that shit. All for it. Bring Matt LaFleur here, let him run the offense and, go that route. I have zero problem with it. But to sit there
just
and
let Flores run the defense.
I mean,
like you said before, and bring up Rob Leonard to be the ipso facto defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
But Ryan Flores calling the plays.
You know how sick to my stomach I get when people tell me, let's go get Jesse, let's go get fucking Matt.
Oh, Minter.
Oh, fuck, dude. I'm like, dude, we're just about to just lose even more. Like, Yeah, I mean, I mean,
How can you
organizations. I
lose
think
more?
unless you're
Well,
just
I guess you can
superstar
go 0-2.
rostering it, you superstar roster. What'd you say?
I'm joking. I said lose more. How the hell could we possibly lose more? But I was like, oh wait, I guess you could have a
Well, we
preference.
did win 3
Oh, and
times this year.
Let's not
oh,
say how many more
well,
we can
the
lose.
Lions did.
Let's just say 2 wins. 2 wins
I
is the
know.
worst we've
Tampa
had so
Bay did
far.
once.
Yeah. That's right. And so did Detroit.
Yep.
Oh, but you know what?
Hey,
This
we're
I want
not
to
as
ask you real
bad as
quick.
those 0 and
The
whatever
because
teams.
you
Yeah,
were
I know.
talking
They
about
don't. We don't ever even want to hit that deal. So let's not lose more.
I don't think we
But
lost less than 2. I don't
I don't
remember
think we
ever
do. In
one in
my,
something. I
that
know
I
we've
know,
had several twos.
in my time that I know of, I don't think we have. I
yeah.
mean,
I don't
Maybe
maybe
even remember
in
the
like
last time we had a
60 or
two.
something, or when we first started. I
I'll
don't
say
Well,
know.
I
we
think
threw
that
the
was that
most picks since
2006.
'61.
Yeah.
No,
Huh?
Dustin, real quick before because I know we got to bounce off here, but I was gonna ask you. So I forgot who. I think it was Will, but he said that he was talking about like in the pressers when they asked about Smith and whatever, and Carroll was always like, "Oh, I think he's doing good," and blah 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 blah. Well, what pressers was he watching? The reason why I asked that is because in the starting, I want to say around week 5 or so, I didn't hear anybody fucking ask Pete Dick shit about Smith. They asked every other question except what the fuck about Gino
Yeah,
when he
it
was
did get
sucking
that way.
balls.
It went for a while of it went from a while of Pete saying Gino can't do no wrong, and
Well,
then
that I
all of a
remember,
sudden
but
it just went quiet, dude, about can't
I'm
even
like, what
ask
the
Pete a
fuck?
Gino question, it felt like. And then I think if
Yeah,
I remember right, somebody sent me a clip of Mitch uh saying
oh,
something about I guess on a show about calling reporters out about
well, he was just
asking tougher
yeah.
questions about that
I don't know,
shit.
but
So
he was just saying like I don't know if there was like a what did he say? I don't remember, but basically he was just saying is like I don't know if there's some kind of agreement that they can't or what.
there was a deal going around this year. There was a lot of talk about our reporters censored going into the deals because when Gino
Yeah,
started struggling so bad, and then nobody was asking him at the podium
the
about, hey,
podium.
this fucking
Yeah,
guy sucks, but
yeah,
they wouldn't be asking them questions no more. And people there
yeah.
started going around that people were like, hey, do they censor the reporters going into these deals? Are they only allowed to ask certain questions?
Yeah.
And so on. But then you've seen Hondo
Hmm.
100% towards the end of this year. He started asking all kind of questions. Like this motherfucker didn't care at anymore. I think, and he should have did that because I think if you're in the presser, you should be asking the real questions.
Well,
Like
yeah. Otherwise, it's for
why
a waste of time.
dude, Gardner Minshew only threw what, not
Yeah.
six or nine
Interceptions.
interceptions last year, and he got benched
Yeah.
by what, week 5? He was on the bench in week 5. It might have been 6
Yeah.
interceptions. He
It was
was on the
yeah.
bench by week 5,
I was it
and
that early
we're
though?
talking about Gino never got put to the bench one time.
Yeah.
Like
No, he was
Well, that
playing
I
on
knew
one
about, but
leg and he
Detroit.
wouldn't even get benched.
oh,
I
facts.
was about to say, but yeah, I'm like Minshew.
So I think there's
He
a
went in there injured that one game. I'm
Yeah,
like,
oh,
what
he
the
was
dude,
like
fuck?
basically hopping
He
on
was
one leg.
limping. Yeah,
yeah,
he
they
was
beat the
limping
shit
onto
out
the
of
fuck.
him.
And I'm like, look, I am not somebody personally. I mean, you do you, but I am not a person who will ever like root for a player to get hurt. But I'm just like, dude, you need to protect him from himself. Why the fuck is he out there and he's limping?
Because Pete was fucking stubborn. You brought it up like one of the first things you
I
said
know,
tonight, Blue, was
I
how
know.
stubborn Pete is,
He
and it's
was, but like,
absolutely
okay,
100% true. It's
but
absolutely 100% true.
you're right. But then that's also Smith being stubborn. Like, if you know your player is injured, and
Yeah, but your
especially in
head
Pete's case
coach
because
had
it's his
this
number.
is it's like your corner man. When
Yeah.
you're a boxer and you're just
Mhm.
out there getting your ass
Yeah.
beat,
High
and your
punch.
corner man throws the towel in the ring, say no, that's enough. That's what the head coach is supposed to do.
Hey, that's what I said.
Exactly.
That's why I said I would. I said I would DNA
Same,
test Gino, man, and
same,
make sure it's
same thing
not
with
these
Brock.
kids.
Same thing with Brock.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers
Brock
last year.
Bowers, yeah, he
I
played
mean,
injured too.
same
Oh,
thing with Max.
sorry.
When Pete said, "Oh, I tried to get him to come out of the game, but he didn't want to." What?
That's what
What?
I'm
Yep, damn right. I'd
Are you
be.
are
I'd
you
get the
fucking
fuck out of the
kidding me?
game. Yep, I remember that shit. I thought that same shit. But
I mean, I
you guys.
paraphrased, but I mean,
I gotta hop
Yeah,
off
I'm
here. I
sorry.
gotta
Yeah,
hop off.
I gotta hop off too.
Yep.
Munchkin
So
was.
hey, I
and
really do
I
appreciate
gotta
it.
ask
Well,
Blue one really quick
all right.
question though.
Yep.
I
All right.
when I was off camera, Aussie asked me a question. You said you'd ask when I got back. Do you remember what it
Oh
was?
yeah. It's right. No. He goes because he said he thought it was. He goes, oh yeah, I
It
was
was
gonna
the
say because
hand
on
deal.
camera it looked something. It looked like something else, and then he goes, just kidding,
Yeah.
Mike. And that's why
Oh, okay.
I was saying,
All right.
yeah, that's what I was
It was
talking about.
the hand deal.
All right, Pudding, come here.
I swear to God,
Alrighty,
I was
guys.
doing this.
Great,
Well,
great to
we'll
see
probably be
y'all
live
again.
tomorrow and the following day. So if you guys want to join back, more than welcome. But outside of that, really do appreciate you guys popping up. Appreciate
Thank
the
you for
chat.
having me
Appreciate
back.
everybody here tonight. Mods in the chat. Everybody really do appreciate it. So you guys give a shout out before we bounce out, and then we'll bounce.
Absolutely. Bye, everybody in the chat. Oh, bye, Rudy and Ozzy. Mike, always great to see you. Dustin, thank you again for having me on the show.
Blue, my unbiological daughter, love you. You
Love
know
you
that.
too. Yep.
And Dustin, always great coming on. I appreciate you letting me come on your show and
Anytime.
to voice my opinions, whatever they may be worth. And the chat for listening to this stuff and putting your guys' chats in and being part of the show. I think it's awesome, man. Raider Nation, fucking Raider Nation,
Yeah,
man.
right. We're the
Hell
best.
yeah.
Good night, Rudy.
Hell yeah. Appreciate all you guys, man. Raider Nation for life. Catch you guys on the next one.
Absolutely. Love you guys. Good night.
Ah.